I think I might have gotten it. Okay, if you're joining me, I apologize. 3rd and 5. Again, just we're kind of waiting on the Steelers-Eagles game right now, but we are tuned into a close one here. 25-25, Jets tied with the Jaguars. Rodgers throws it to a wide open Adams. He's at the 30, 25-20. He's literally jogging. 10, 5 spins down at the 1. Unbelievable. Looks like the Jets, well, again, the Jaguars actually have all 3 timeouts, so this game is not over. But that was the slowest 40-yard gain I've ever seen. Adams literally just jogging by himself down the left side, just like, okay, I'm just going to chill. Had to make some moves at the end to get in, but that was pretty impressive. So, again, if you're just joining us here, Steelers-Eagles is coming up. I'll probably have to figure out something. Let's see if I can. Pardon me, guys. Apologize. Okay, 1st and goal at the 1. Rodgers in the eye. Hands it off to Hall. Touchdown. Touchdown, Jets. Mark Schlereth is disagreeing with I am confused what they're upset about. I don't know if they're mad at the Jaguars or Jets here. I want to say they're mad at the Jets, so Jaguars took a timeout. So that would have probably left the Jaguars with maybe 10 seconds. Doing the 40 seconds to kick off all the play stuff. Maybe 15. So they are ripping the Jets right now, but the Jets have taken the lead regardless, 32-25 with a minute 5 left to go. I'm going to go ahead and scroll up here, see what is going on. Like the Browns are indeed going to lose to the Chiefs. I think most people picked that. I was wrong. I had Carolina over Dallas. Kansas City again over the Chiefs. I did pick the Jets earlier in the previous 5-minute error stream. I had mentioned that I had picked the Jets to win the division. I swung and missed there. It happens. Washington, the Commies. Looks like I don't know if they had scored, New Orleans had scored in the last second or not, but it's 2019. It's not final. So that's interesting. Cincinnati over Tennessee, 31-21 right now. I want to say there is no games that are final yet. Well, no, I'm not seeing Miami, so maybe we'll have some fun. Miami and Houston were playing earlier. I'm not seeing. Okay, so Houston did indeed defeat Miami. I picked Miami, so Miami losing, I believe. Now that doesn't open up Pittsburgh in the playoffs yet, but it definitely helps if the Colts lose to the Broncos. I would say that pretty much. Now that would the Chargers win. That would pretty much eliminate everyone. The AFC will be set, maybe not position wise. And the Ravens beat the lowly Giants 35-14. That's just typical. So if you're just tuning in, the title is correct. I am calling Steelers Eagles. We're just kind of warming up the vocals right now, trying to get that all squared away here. 2nd and 4 for the Jaguars. 32-25. Jets lead. Completes it over the middle. Court McCorkle Jones to the tight end. I'm not familiar with him. It's not Evan Ingram. As they take their second timeout. Jets 32, Jaguars 25. You're listening to DrDLeh on Twitch. Wanted to stream on YouTube, but we're having some technical issues, so I have to resort to here. Not going to get as many viewers, sadly, but, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully next week we're ready to go, I believe. I don't even remember who the Steelers are. I think it's a Saturday game. I want to say. I'll have to double check. That'll be nice. I can do Steelers on Saturday and then another game on Sunday. Don't know if I'll be available. Looks like the Saints did indeed go for 2. And the win, they did not get it. Washington holds on. McCorkle Jones fires it out of bounds. Incomplete. Just realized that we are not being a jerk here and not showing you what's going on. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Jaguars. Showing a replay here of the Jets just going for the touchdown. Again, I don't really have a huge issue with it. I mean, there's no guarantee the Jaguars are just, a shoe-in to score and win the game. And again, there's no guarantee that you make the kick anyway. 2nd and 10 here at the 44. Jones, an out route near the first down. A coach on the Jets calling for a winding clock, but he was not moving backwards. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Jags. He is complaining about the sun or something. I guess that's a common theme in today's NFL, just complaining about the sun. Pardon me. I'm a wreck. Bretton Strange, dang. He would have been the fantasy football pickup today if you're a PPR guy. 11 catches, 73 yards. For Mr. Strange. They are going to review the catch. Stats here for you. This one looks like Rodgers with a pretty good day statistically. I don't really know how it went. They put up 32 points, so it couldn't have been that bad. 5 rushes, 45 yards. This guy helping some fantasy teams. I don't really know who would have started him, but they might be grateful for him. So it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, back to Breece Hall, not that efficient on the ground. 9 carries, 30 yards. Isaiah Davis, 5 carries, 24 yards. Ashton Davis, just 1 carry, 21 yards though. Braylon Allen carries, 5 yards. Devontae Adams, what a day. Have a day. Devontae Adams, 9 catches, 198 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson also got in the end zone, 3 catches, 6 yards. Everyone else, catch or 2. Jaguars. Travis Etienne with a decent day on the ground, 14 carries, 65 yards. Tank Bigsby, 11 carries, 42 yards. Not really doing much today for Bigsby. Mac Jones approaching 300 yards. 2 touchdowns and a pick. Brian Thomas, huge day. Receivers going off in this one. 10 catches, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And again, Bretton Strange, if you have him in fantasy, he got you some points here. 3rd and 1 for the Jaguars. At the 47, they need to get to the 46 for a brand new set of downs. Mac Jones back to pass, stepping back, throws it down the left side. It's going to be just wide open to Sauce Gardner. Intercepted, and that's going to do it. Even the ref kind of looked confused there. That was just an interesting call there. Interesting shot towards the end zone. It did not pay off. And that's going to do it in this one. I'm going to try my best to give you the play-by-play here. Looks like Cincinnati actually just scored. So that is tough. So, tab. Thank you, Saria. Let's see if I can give you some more coverage here, preview coverage of what is to come. Steelers, Eagles, just kind of trying to warm up the voice here. We're going to move to Tennessee as they're just showing some Nebraska footage. I'm assuming there's a Brian Callahan. Okay. So this one's not much of anything. 37-21. Tennessee, Mason Rudolph in at quarterback, old Steeler. Rudolph back to pass. Just checks it down to number 2. Not 2. Tajay Spears, who's at the 50, the 45. Reversing field. Still to 45, 40, 35, 30, 25 out of bounds. Around the 25-yard line. Just a little dump off there. That's going to make Mason's stats look a lot better. Looks like he was pretty much a dink and dunk merchant today. But those stats are just going to change that narrative. Go back here. Let's look at the stats. Get an updated stat on that. Okay, they have not. Unless that's including it. That would be crazy. I doubt it. That was a big gain there. 43 yards. Mason Rudolph looking around again to Spears, and Spears makes a man miss at the 20, at the 18, out of bounds as well, stopping the clock. You know, just trying to cover the spread. Apparently, I don't know what the spread was, but I don't know, 5 and 8, 2, 10, probably not a huge. But when you think about these teams, you know, you think that the Bengals are this world beater. I don't know. So the Bengals will move to 6 and 8. The Dolphins fall to 6 and 8. So they're gonna need some help later from the Colts, I guess. Even though it's not the best situation. Mason Hyde throw to the left side, and he's not going to get much. He's going to get the first down. He's upset about the slam after the play, but nothing doing there on the call. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Looks like they're going to clock it with 5 seconds left in this one. Again, if you're just tuning in, I do promise the Steelers and Eagles are indeed going to be right there on your screen. Or as the field chart, I will provide play-by-play. That's all I can really do. I'm not trying to get... I mean, not like I'm going to get any money anyway, but in case I did, don't want to get wrecked from the NFL. So 37-21, Cincinnati gonna take home the dub. They'll move to 6 and 8. Tennessee falls to 3 and 11. I wonder if they're gonna be looking for a quarterback. Rudolph bumped in the pocket, rolling to his left, throws it towards the end zone. It's caught. 24 on Cincinnati. I don't know who that is, but that's a terrible effort. I'm just noticing this. You guys probably are too. Will Levis, 8 for 12, 89 yards. That by itself is good. But 3 interceptions, that is just horrible. That's probably why you see Mason Rudolph in the game right now. Hi, Triskadeka. I am on. Glad to see you. Welcome to DrDLeh. I kind of just started recently. Playing some video games, trying to, do some football. But right now, I am going to be calling play-by-play. Can't show you, of course, the game for NFL reasons, but I will be calling the Steelers-Eagles, which will be starting in just a few minutes. I did hear about the Browns game. I heard Mahomes got hurt, and I know that Jameis Winston was throwing it all over the field to the Chiefs. So that's not great. So yeah, we're kind of just chilling. I don't think there's any 3 o'clock games right now, so we're just going to be chilling for a few more minutes. I will be switching over just in case it, starts soon. I don't know. But yeah, Steelers, Eagles coming up in just a few minutes. Nice to see Saria and Trisk already getting along. That's fantastic. So I'm going to, again, just kind of waiting to see what we have here. I was just explaining to the millions watching Trish. I had picked the Jets to win the division, and just, what a horrible decision that was. So yeah, it's just not good. Gotta be better at the end of the day. Gotta be I don't know. But yeah, no, YouTube was not working, and it's a shame because I know I can get. I guarantee you, I could probably get 100 viewers on Twitch. It's more for video gaming and stuff like that. So it's not. I'm not going to be pulling in the numbers. Just really couldn't make it work. I'm really disappointed by that. But it is what it is, I guess. So it just. I'm a little upset about it, but what can you do? It's funny, I have YouTube TV, so I can kind of look at the different like Fox networks. I'm looking at these old guys here, through, and I just switch back to another one, and they're doing a completely different thing. So it's all taped, and it's kind of weird. I've always wondered like how that worked, but I don't know. I guess they're all taping it, or as it goes, or getting live reactions, and then they tape that for another. I don't know how that works. Mahomes was injured to create drama for the next Steelers game. Yeah, yeah. Tired of that guy. Let me click on this and see if we can. So, got the stats. Okay. So we can look at the stats together here. Steelers offense ranking 17th. Their defense looking pretty good, ranking 6th, but kind of pales in comparison to the Eagles. I didn't know they ranked number 1. That's news to me. So that's interesting. I'm going to be mobile. I will try to stay logged in. Yeah, do what you got to do. I won't be offended. You have a life. I won't be mad or anything. Steelers ranking 23rd in passing, 9th in rushing, whereas the Eagles 7th in offense. Number 1 defense in the NFL apparently. They are 31st in passing, but they are number 1 in rushing, which probably explains why they're number 1 just in general. Usually the better rushing team have a better defense because of just running down the clock, so it kind of masks if you have if the defense isn't all that great, you run the ball, control the clock, keep them off the field. Keep them on the field less, you get less time on the field for them. So. Just some education for you. I'm sure you know the game pretty well, but for others that don't, there you go. There are many. There are many indeed. So again, if you're just tuning in, Steelers Eagles coming up. Steelers have not won in Philadelphia since 1965. I am picking the Eagles to win. I understand. I will never doubt. And I actually have my Kenny Pickett jersey. I'm sure you guys know who 8 is. So there it is. Kind of repping both teams. I know. I spent money on a Kenny Pickett jersey. That's pretty disgusting. It was a waste of money. But, I guess I bought in for the hype for the first game. Silly me. But very excited about this game. Hopefully we can put up a good fight and maybe steal one here. All right. We have footage. Steelers and Eagles. Hate that it's on Fox. Steelers. 10-3. There's Tom Brady. I get to look at Tom Brady. That's so awesome. I'm so happy about it. Wilson's almost caught up to Jalen in touchdowns. Jeez. Saquon Barkley, 1,600 yards already. That's just crazy. Pickens not playing today. It's a bummer. Alrighty. Just tuning in again, I will be doing play-by-play for the Steelers Eagles. Obviously can't show you for legal purposes, but I will do my best to try to make it as entertaining as possible. Again, don't hesitate to talk football, talk anything. I love sports, but I can talk about other things too. As far as sports, it's really football, soccer, a little bit of soccer, a little bit of basketball. I'm not too crazy about that. Baseball, a little bit of hockey too. Married a Pittsburgh Penguin fan. It all works out. Pittsburgh, staying in the house, black and yellow. So, but yeah, I am picking the Eagles to win. But if I'm wrong, I'm happy. So that's all that matters. Steelers win. I'll sacrifice all my fantasy football games for it. I'm saying that because I'm probably going to be taking a loss here in the opening round of one of them. I got the bye in the other two. So we had a good year in fantasy, but not in the league that I'm about to take an L. Steelers receive. Are you ahead? Steelers Eagles has kicked off. So am I just behind? Well, that's interesting. I'll have to figure it out then. So the Steelers are on my screen. We have so the Steelers are behind. I'm gonna see if I can back out here. So we're gonna have to back out. I think it's just the fact that it's the local programming. I don't know why. It's just always a bummer. All right, for me, I am seeing Russell Wilson walking onto the field. That's kind of a little annoying that I'm actually behind. That's somewhat annoying, but I guarantee you it's because it's the local network. But we do have an injury on the field, so we are. Jaylen Warren just laying the smack down. He is just a monster. I love. I mean, I hate that someone just got hurt. That's not what I'm looking for. But Jaylen Warren is just a bowling ball. 5'10". He's like 200 pounds, but he plays like he's like the bus. I swear. He's got speed. He's such a great back. Do you want to keep Najee though? That's a thing that might be happening in the offseason. He might be moving on from us because we didn't really sign him past year, and he'll probably be more expensive now. But yeah, we shall see. Trisk, if you're listening, I got to cover obviously the Woodville game. I was actually keeping stats, and that was really fun. I don't know. That was a joy to do. Just it was always constantly having to pay attention, which obviously you do that anyway if you're a commentator. But I had a blast. I included the stats obviously in the article. All the stats that I kept, the time of possession, which I submitted. I don't know if you read it, but you know I submitted the stats. You know, letting everyone know like Woodville had this stats and Tidehaven had the other ones, but they left that out. So it's just random stats. You have to guess who did what. But Woodville had the inferior stats pretty much across the board, except on the scoreboard. It's the stat that matters. So, just tuning in, Steelers, Eagles. We already have an injury. It's going to be a physical game, two very physical teams. And opening kickoff returned, I believe, to the 31. So we're just kind of waiting, chilling, hoping that we can get some people in here again. I wanted to stream on YouTube, but just technical issues. So hopefully next week, we will be ready and we will have a lot more viewers. I expect a lot more viewers on YouTube, which is more of a video game thing. The way it is. No commercial. Waiting to see that thing change, then I'll be ticked. I'm assuming you're ahead. You're kind of spoiling in the chat for me here. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing anything change on the screen, but it's probably going to change here. All right. For me, they are in the typical I formation. Hands it to Najee. Najee fighting forward. Maybe gets a yard. You're saying 2. I'm saying 1. You're spoiling in the chat. Don't know why you're doing that, but it is what it is. Russell Wilson, they are going over his career stats here, or at least his record, 6-0 against the Eagles. It is 2nd and 8. Again, I kind of know already. Thank you, sir. I think we've discussed about this before, about you just letting everyone know what the stuff is here. Russell Wilson back to pass. Throws it to Freiermuth. Only he's going to get a yard. 3rd and 7. I did not guess that. Would never have guessed that. So I don't know what's going on here and why I'm behind, but it is what it is. It's just the local network. Just loving that city. All right, well, I have a feeling it's going to be overthrown by 15 yards. Don't know why that's being said in the chat. 3rd and 7. I'm guessing an overthrow by about 15 yards. Calvin Austin in motion. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Russell Wilson back to pass. Throwing it deep. My guess is it's overthrown. It is overthrown. How did I know that? It wasn't overthrown by 15, though. Overthrown by just 5 to Van Jefferson, the intended receiver. So it falls incomplete. 4th and 7 with 13:37 left to go in this one. Corliss Waitman punts it away. Like a short punt, backwards bounce. That's unfortunate. Hopefully they mark it at the 29, but they're saying the 30 here. Tom Rinaldi, don't know who that is. Sideline reporter for, I guess, this game. Good for him, though. It was the Fox one. Was it, I forgot her name. I don't remember. I feel bad. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. First and 10 at the 30. Jalen Hurts in the spread. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Hurts back to pass, looking to his right, throwing it over the middle. It's caught by the backup tight end. Not sure who that is, letting everyone know where the first down, where the end zone is. Calcaterra. He might be a receiver. I don't know. He kind of looks a little big. But they're already in Steelers territory. Reminding the viewers, you don't need to type in the chat what is going on. I don't know if you knew that. That's what I'm here for. Jalen Hurts in the gun. You got a receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Running back beside Hurts. Back to his right. Little slant route to A.J. Brown. Already getting a target. There was a lot of talk during the week. A.J. Brown not really enjoying his role in the offense. Wanted a bigger role. I mean, he is the number 1 receiver. Hurts back to pass. Running quickly here. Little check down to Devonta Smith. He's at the 30, the 25, tackled, swung down at the 20. He still was getting dragged a few yards there, fighting for those extra yards. He's a small guy, but he plays big. Already at the 20. The Eagles kind of just shredding the Steelers right now. 1st and 10. Hurts handing it off to Barkley, trying to make people miss, but he's actually going to lose a yard, I believe. A little fun fact here. Last time, and the only time Saquon has played the Steelers, 12 rushes for 6 yards. He got shut down. Ben Roethlisberger had more rushing yards that game than Saquon Barkley. 2nd and 10 here. Hurts throws it an out route. Caught by Devonta Smith. Not going to get too much. Moving backwards, so the clock will continue to run without the brief stoppage. Probably going to give him about 2 or 3 there. So it's going to be 3rd and short. Or 3rd and short. 3rd and medium coming up for the Eagles. Looking at reminder that you do not have to post the play-by-play in the chat. It is encouraged that you don't, but I guess I can't stop you. That is perfectly fine. 3rd and 18. 3rd and 7 at the 18. They need to get to the 10, I guess. I don't know. Hurts trying to move up. Breaking some tackles, but he's ultimately brought down across the sticks. Or I should say the first stick. So it's not a sack. He's going to get credited with a 2-yard rush there. It's Steelers thing over here trying to get that live here. Play in progress. It looks like that's going to be spoiled here as we have Jake Elliott. It's up. It is good. Eagles 3, Steelers nothing. You're listening to DrDLeh's Radio Network. I don't have commercials. It is what it is. Oh, man. Well, hopefully the Steelers don't go 3 and out again. Or as good as the Steelers, or as how good the Eagles looked on that drive, they only getting 3 is huge. I believe it was a blowout last time they played. 35-14 or 13, I believe. It is what it is. 3-0 Eagles over the Steelers. I did pick the Steelers. I'm just kidding. I picked the Eagles to win. Just kind of going with the 59-year history. And people were like, oh, well, Russell Wilson's 6-0 against the Eagles. Well, I'd rather go with the thing that's 59 years old rather than the 13-year-old. I think that one holds a little bit more weight. Can trust that one a little bit more as far as streaks go. I guess you can chat. I don't care. I think that's going to probably help the numbers anyway. More engagements. So if you're just tuning in, Eagles 3, Steelers nothing. Steelers going 3 and out on the first drive, whereas the Eagles moving pretty quickly, though it did stall out a little bit there. Not much happening to kind of stop being aggressive with their play calling inside the red zone, and they only get 3 points. So Eagles 3, Steelers nothing. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, pardon me, Gus Johnson. I guess he calls college basketball games. So yeah, hopefully we can get something going here for the Steelers. Unbelievable that this is running by. It was actually ahead of everything I've been doing earlier, like every single thing. Again, not the local programs though. So it is what it is. Russell Wilson 6-1 since he's become the Steelers starter. They are now that in that time frame the number 6 scoring offense. So you'd like to see that continue in this game against the number 1 defense in the NFL. And the kickoff is away. Fielded at the end zone. 20, 25, 30. Takes a big shot. Tackled at the 32. So here comes the Steelers offense. They did go 3 and out. Might have had, 3 yards last drive? 3 plays, 3 yards for the Steelers. Didn't really take too much time off the clock. But maybe something here can happen on offense. 1st and 10, ball at the 32. A lot of muscle out there. Got 2 tight ends. Not the starting tight end, though, ironically. The 2nd and 3rd. Najee in the backfield. Little toss to Najee. Najee fighting, but he's not going to get much. He's only going to get a yard. Don't really like the toss play. I think it worked a few times. Last week, got a little scoring update. Josh Allen with the tush push or bush push, however you call it, touchdown Bills. So they're now up 7-0. And again, if you want to look at the stream, I have a ticker for you if you missed some other scores across the NFL today. Russell Handing it off to Najee. Looks like you can kind of tell what the Steelers are trying to do. Trying to do a ground and pound attack. Trying to out-muscle the Eagles. But right now, not really working as he's only going to get one. Why to get? So they're going to give him a favorable spot. They gave him 2. Or no, was that 1? Yeah, pardon me. That's 1. Okay, 3rd and 8. They need to get to the 42 to move the chains. 3rd and 8. Freiermuth in motion. Russell in the gun. Back to pass. Gonna check down. And it's incomplete. Batted at the line. So it looks like it's another 3 and out for Pittsburgh. 6 plays, 5 yards for the Steelers. Lions uniforms look awesome. I guess I should have looked at it. If they're wearing the all blues, I hate that. If they're wearing the blue and silver pants, I love it. Big fan. I don't know. I didn't really look at the field. Yes, Trisk 7-0, Buffalo. Buffalo, you might not be listening to the game. That's probably what it is. You're probably just watching. But I did say that about a minute ago. Philadelphia 3, Steelers nothing. 8:19 to go. You're listening to DrDLeh's Radio Network. Steelers, Eagles. Going about how I expected it to go so far. So hopefully we can get something going. I don't know if I can share this. Share this to I can try to promote this. All I can do. I even. I don't know if I can share this to Instagram. It doesn't look like I can. So it is what it is. Just tuning in, Steelers down 3-0 already. 2 3'd outs, 6 plays, 5 yards for the Steelers. See if I can. Oh man, all right. Sorry, just kind of seeing what I can do here, trying to get as on Twitch. It's just so hard to grow. Trying to get viewers, it's just not going to happen. All right, so we're back. We're back here getting some score alerts. Justin Herbert, 7-yard pass to Ladd McConkey. All right, we're back here in Philly. 1st and 10 at the 21 for Philadelphia. 8:19 to go. Philadelphia scoring a field goal on their first drive. They're going to hand it to Barkley. He's going to try, and he's still moving. Patrick Queen with not a great effort there. I don't know what he was doing. But he was just carrying some defensive linemen with him on it. Just, Barkley's a big guy. He really is. Very strong lower body. He was kind of carrying Cam Hayward a little bit, which is kind of, a little scary to think about. 2nd and 3. Ball on the 28. They need to get to the 31. Hands it off to Barkley. They meet him in the backfield, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's actually going to lose a yard or two. We're waiting on the official spot, but that's great defense. Looks like the NFL.com is signaling 3 yards, so that's what we're going to say. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Eagles. Yeah, 3rd and 5. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. 3rd and medium coming up. 3rd and mid. Eagles 3, Steelers nothing. If you're just tuning in, the scoreboard is on the bottom. 3rd and 5. The ball's at the 26. They need to get to the 31. Hurts in the shotgun. Like Barkley going off the field here. 1 second. Are they going to get the playoff? They do. Throwing it. Check down to Gainwell, who spins. Oh my gosh, he made him look silly. 1st down and a little bit more. I don't know who's calling me, but we're going to go ahead and just let that play out. I don't know who that is. What that is. It's a 409 number, but it doesn't matter. Gainwell with just making him look silly. I can't believe that. We had him in the open field. It was going to be tackled for a loss, but Gainwell with a nice play to keep the drive alive for Philadelphia. 1st and 10. Handing it off to Gainwell, I believe, and he's going to get a few yards. Unbelievable. Gain of 5. I did indeed pick the Eagles again. If you're just tuning in, I know, Steelers fan, always will be, but I mean, history says that Pittsburgh struggles going across to the other side of the state, so I'm going with history. I understand Russ 6-0, but I'm going with the 59-year-old history rather than the 14-year-old history. 2nd and 5 for the Eagles at the 42. Man in motion, Devonta Smith in motion, handing it off to Gainwell again, and he's going to get about 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up for the Eagles. Man, a rough start for Pittsburgh, but maybe they can hold them here and get off the field. They are still strong. Man, they were going to snap it with like 12 men on the field. Oh, man, you got a feeling at the toying with them. 3rd and 4. Hurts back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, trying to get to the outside. Shrugs off Peyton Wilson. There's a fumble. Hurts fumbled. Picked up by Pittsburgh. They're going to get the ball at the 45. Right there on your screen for you. Shrugging off Peyton Wilson. But unfortunately for him, he met T.J. Watt, who does this better than anyone I've ever seen, punching the ball out. I mean, it's almost illegal, to be honest with you. I mean, if he misses the ball, it's a flat-out punch. But I mean, oh my gosh, he is such a great player. He really is. He's amazing. There's George Pickens missing another game. Yeah, we're gonna definitely wish we had him today, but apparently it's going to be an incomplete pass here. I hate the fact that my local station is behind. It's so frustrating. 1st and 10. Going to be 2nd and 10. At the end of the 1st quarter, I'll just have to reset it or something. I'm not too sure. Russell's going to throw it away. I'm not even going to look over there. Maybe you guys will look at me. Not just look at me, huh? How about that? Don't look at that. You'll see it. You'll still see it anyway. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Steelers. Just need something, man. They're at the 45 of Philadelphia. Need to get to the 35 for brand new. Set it down. 2nd and 10 in the gun. Russell looking to his left. It's tipped at the line. Almost intercepted. Oh my gosh, they are batting down his passes today. That's the 2nd one already in this one. So, I don't know what's going on. I mean, he is kind of short. Not gonna lie, he's like 6 foot, maybe 5'11" actually for a quarterback. But haven't really seen that this year because of just, how he releases the ball. I mean, it's just... All right, 3rd and 10 at the 45. They need to get to the 35 for brand new set it downs. 4:57 left to go in the 1st. Russell looking at the defense. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Jalen Warren in there. Russell's taking a sack. Sacked by Josh Sweat. And another 3 and out. That's 3 and outs for Pittsburgh. And I think they have negative yards because of that 11-yard sack. They have 5 yards. I don't know if that's going to update. They had, yeah, so there we go. We're at negative 6 yards for Pittsburgh. I mean, it's unbelievable. Corliss Waitman to punt. Much better punt this time. Fielded at the 7. Oh! Cooper DeJean just fumbled! Oh my gosh, the Tomlin voodoo magic is crazy. Cooper DeJean fumbles, and the Steelers recover inside the 10, I believe it's inside the 10 or inside the 15. We're probably just going to get a field goal out of it. But that's crazy. Let me come back here. Cooper DeJean recovered at where? At the 11. So we could, I guess, in theory, get the first. That's crazy. I'm telling you, it's just like that. It's like that every game. I don't know how we do it, but we just always cause these crazy turnovers. So we'd like to see something here. Steelers at negative 6 yards. I'd like to see that at 5 yards at the end of this drive. So they need to get 11 yards here to get 5 total yards for the entire game so far. First and 10 at the 11. Haven't done anything on offense. But doesn't matter right now. They're only down a score. Eagles trying to hype up the crowd here. We need to calm it down. They're loud. Russell Wilson throwing to Najee. He's at the 10. Hurdles! Pushed out of bounds, I think, at the 4. So 2nd and 3 coming up. I think that's their biggest play so far. Or at least one of them. I think they did have a 7-yard gain. There is a fight going on the field right now. 2 flags thrown. Oh my gosh. I looked away for a second and they're fighting. That's crazy. I don't know. I see Calvin Austin being hugged by Darnell Washington. I try to hold him off. Oh, I really hope there's no ejections. For Pittsburgh, at least. Broderick Jones is ticked. You can just, oh man, you can see it. A lot of Georgia guys here, so I guess you can kind of expect it to be heated. What happened? Mitchell shoves Darnell. Alston shoved Mitchell, but that was actually not even like that was what they're showing is not the initial thing. Okay, so the initial thing, Darnell is pile driving. I think that's Slay. Pile driving, just like blocking him like the Blind Side movie. Man. And Darnell he's a big guy. He can pretty good blocker. And he's shown that he can catch and run too. He's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm glad he's on our team for sure. So we are just kind of taking it all in. Even NFL.com hasn't really updated, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh. I don't know if that's just internet's kind of causing some issues today, so I do apologize. So hopefully it's not a big problem. It's still showing the... I don't really understand what's going on. Still showing the fumble. All right, here we go. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 80. Penalties decline. Number 19. So they're just calling it on the Steelers. What the heck is that garbage? They were both shoving each... Bro, that's so bad. I mean, what's Darnell doing? I mean, yeah, he might have crossed the line a little bit with the block, just kind of showing him, hey, I'm better, but then Darnell got shoved, and then they're getting, and then Calvin shoves Mitchell. Like, what? How's Calvin's any worse than Mitchell's? That is so bad. 2nd and 18 at the 19. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, look at that. We're gonna get 3 out of this. That's ridiculous. Russell back to pass, throws it to That Scotty Miller, he's only going to get 2. So yeah, it's just that's a killer. That's a horrible. The fact that that's not offsetting. You would think that there's a flag on each team, but yeah, that's just so bad. Scotty Miller. I don't know if they're going to review that or not. Is replay assist going to step in? So they're going to go ahead and take away the 2 yards. So I don't even know what the point of the challenge is anymore if you have a replay assist. Replay assist should be on every play then. But whatever. 3rd and 18. Probably going to check down again. Try not to look over there. Yeah, I looked anyway. Dang it! So upset. 3rd and 18 at the 19. Russell in the shotgun. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. In trips. Wilson. Steps back. Throwing over the middle. Way over his head. Incomplete. So Steelers can't really do much. They got 2 fumbles. And go 3 and out. Again, kind of a questionable call with the penalty. Should have been offsetting. But whatever. Here comes Boswell. And I apologize. I don't know why the screen is way ahead, but it is what it is. But so he's probably gonna make it if I had to bet money. It's up. It is good. Kind of hooked it in there. Steelers 3, Eagles 3, 3:42 left to go in the first quarter. You're watching and listening to DrDLeh's radio network. Let me quickly try to back out here and see if that helps anything of the app. And we're going to go ahead and reload. That way we're kind of calling it as things go. That could be like, I don't know, it'd be nice if the screen was just like a second or 2 behind me, but I don't want to be 10 seconds behind. So it is what it is. So looking at other scores around the NFL, Colts Broncos. Colts up 10-0. Patriots down 9-0 to the Cardinals. Bills up 14-0 over the Lions. Jets Jaguars went final 32-25. Cowboys blowing out the Panthers 30-14. The Commanders holding on 20-19. Saints try to go for 2, didn't get it. Buccaneers Chargers currently tied 7-all in the second quarter. And as you're watching now, Steelers Eagles 3-3. And that is the game going on tonight. Packers Seahawks. That used to be a good rivalry. Bengals 37, Titans 27. Yeah, that is final. Chiefs 21, Browns 7. Probably a boring game. Texans winning 20-12. Dolphins probably not going to make the playoffs now. Ravens blowing out the Giants 35-14. And then you're back here at the Colts Broncos. Colts somehow. I did not expect the Colts to be up over the Broncos, but here we are. A lot of potential upsets today. Let's see what in the world is going on. I will respond much later. I cannot. I am working tomorrow. Yay. Part-time. A part-timer. Just trying to get a decent job. So if you're hiring, let me know. So yeah, just Steelers not really being able to do much here. We'll go ahead and look at the stats. They have 1 total yard compared to the Eagles 78. That is ridiculous. Yeah, just rough. Eagles averaging 7 yards a play. Steelers nothing. Eagles have already lost 2 fumbles, and yet it's still 2-0. Again, it kind of counteracts the yards. And then points scored, big one, 3-3. All right, we are back here in Philly. Steelers 3, Eagles 3, 3:42 left to go in the first quarter. And if you're just lurking, want to hang out, say hi, do whatever you gotta do, that'd be great. You know, if you want to follow, that'd be awesome too. 3-3. It's away. And that ball is landing back of the end zone. Is going to go down for a knee. Gainwell is the one that took the knee there. So here comes the Eagles offense. This looked really good. Unfortunate with the fumbles. You know, got to be better, I guess. You know, you just can't do that. I don't know. The Steelers just always seem to get these types of games where they, you know, just somehow get, you know, Tomlin's voodoo magic is always at it. All right. So it looks like it's going to be a big pass. I can't believe that. It's way ahead. 1st and 10 at the 30. Hurts in the gun. Play action. Rolling to his left. Throws it to A.J. Brown. Caught at the 36. Moving upfield to about the 45. Just the catch and run is killing the Steelers right now. My gosh. Hurts empty set here. Back to pass. Throwing it. Oh, AJ with a nice catch. Back shoulder. Joey Porter asking for the offensive PI, but they barely call that. Especially in today's NFL where they're trying to get all the offense here. Let's look at the replay. A.J. Brown does indeed shove him at the end, but they're just not going to call it. 1st and 10 at the 34. Hurts in the gun along with Barkley. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handing it off to Barkley. No, Hurts keeps it. Makes Patrick Queen miss. Patrick Queen is not playing with any intensity today. I might need to check Twitter. I'm sure Steelers Twitter agrees. Patrick Queen is kind of going through the motions. It's kind of, I don't know what his deal is. He's played so well the last few weeks. 2nd and 3 here. Ball at the 27. Hurts. Hands off to Barkley. He's got a blocker. He's at the 20, the 15. Stiff arms, 10-5. Tackled at the 4 by Alex Highsmith. Actually, they're marking him down at the 6. The Eagles are just shredding the Steelers right now. Unbelievable. 1st and goal at the 5. Hurts in the gun. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley met immediately by Minka. Minka playing outside linebacker there. Minka, one of the best. Might not have the stats, but he really does a lot for the Steelers. I love Minka. I don't tolerate any Minka hate. He is such a great player. I don't know why Steelers Nation wants him to do so much more. He plays like a Band-Aid role. He just covers up so many loose ends for the Steelers. 2nd and goal at the 5. Play action. Hurts moving. Touchdown. Touchdown, A.J. Brown. The Eagles take the lead here. I don't remember what the time was on the clock. 1:13 left to go in the 1st. And looks like they're having a celebration. They kind of planned that with Hurts and Brown. You got to assume so. And I forgot to get a trash bag. Breaking out some chocolates. Unbelievable. The extra point is up. It's good. Philadelphia 10, Pittsburgh 3. You're listening to DrDLeh's Radio Network. As if I'm going to commercial. Look at those stats. You're just tuning in, and you want to know how this game's going. Look at the right side of the screen here, and you'll see the Steelers only have 1 yard The Eagles have 148 yards. Steelers are only down to score 10-3. That you can see on the bottom of the screen. Thanks to my wife who found the score bug, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a brutal game. Again, if you're just tuning in, Eagles 148 total yards. Pittsburgh only 1. I don't know. I might have to change this at halftime. Kenny Pickett's power is just too much. So, but again, Steelers, they're only down by 7, only down by 1 score, despite the huge difference in yards. Again, the fumbles are kind of balancing that out, but we need to get something going. I don't think we have a first down yet. They're not showing first downs. Kind of a garbage penalty. It really should have went both ways. I don't know why the Steelers were just flagged. That was stupid. Mitchell literally shoved Darnell, and then all Austin did was shove him with maybe a tad bit harder, but it should have went both ways. I mean, the play was over. Mitchell shoves Washington, and then Austin's just sticking up for his teammate, and yet the Steelers are flagged. But it's kind of like that usually every game. We're kind of used to it, being a Steelers fan, but I don't know. It is what it is. It's just frustrating, and hopefully that Pittsburgh, like we're coming back on the feed here, gonna show us the replay here. So A.J. Brown running, I guess, an in route or a post or a slant, not too sure. Play action to Barkley. It looks like it's just a slant. Dante Jackson on the coverage. I think didn't know where he was going. Playing like I think it was playing like middle linebacker there. That was interesting. All right, just tuning in. As you can see on the scoreboard, Philadelphia 10, Pittsburgh 3. And looks like we're going to take a knee. I don't understand. Okay, that was weird. All right, can we get a first down? I'd like to see one. It'd be pretty cool. I'm sure if you're a Steelers fan tuning in, you'd love to see that as well. If you're a football fan, want to see good football, you'd like to see that as well. You'd like to see a game. If you're an Eagles fan tuning in, well, you probably don't want to see that. All right. Yards per play, Eagles 5.6. Steelers 0.1. First and 10 at the 30. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Connor Hayward in motion. It's going now to be a fullback. Pitch to Jaylen Warren. He's met pretty much immediately. Only going to get 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. At the 31. I need to stop eating. It sounds unprofessional. 50 seconds and counting here in Philadelphia. Pittsburgh just not able to get anything on the ground or through the air. They only have 2 total yards, despite running a similar amount of plays. 2nd and 9 at the 31. Russell trying to do a hard count. Van Jefferson in motion. Van Jefferson, a lot of movement there. They're not going to call it. Warren up the middle. There's the flag. So they're probably going to do it. I don't know what that. I mean, false start, you would have blown it dead. They're spotting the ball at the 35, but I don't think it's going to hold. Waiting the call on the field. Probably a 5-yard penalty to Van Jefferson. I don't understand. Why am I behind? So annoying. So 2nd and 14 coming up for Pittsburgh. I don't know if that's going to be a running clock or not. If it's a running clock, we're not going to see another play. But if the play is dead, have to. There's a running clock. Oh, but the play clock is 2 seconds earlier. So we are going to see a play after all. 2nd and 14 at the 26. Russell back to pass. Looking, checking it down to Warren. He's at the 30, reversing field to 30. Spin move, nice spin move. Up near the first down, but there's another penalty. Wouldn't surprise me if it's on Pittsburgh based on how this game's going. Holding on Dan Moore. Nice. Love to see it. And Moore's freaking out. He's getting ticked. Broderick Jones trying to calm him down, which is kind of weird because Broderick Jones is the younger guy. So 2nd and 24 coming up for Pittsburgh, where they're just going to take it to the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia 10, Pittsburgh 3. You're listening to or watching DrDLeh's Twitch network. So I do apologize. Just not a. I wanted to go on YouTube, probably get a little bit more engagement there. Not blaming anybody, but yeah, I don't know why I'm behind either. But it is what it is. But yeah, Pittsburgh just not looking good at all. It's 2 total yards compared to 148 for Philly. 3 penalties, which again, we were talking about that earlier. I disagreed with the personal foul. It should have been offsetting. The fact that it only went to Pittsburgh was ridiculous. But it really doesn't matter. I mean, look at the yards. You guys can see it right there on the screen. It's one-sided. It wouldn't matter. Refresh. I have refreshed both my stream and then the screen, and nothing really. I mean, I'm just slightly behind. It is what it is, though. I'll just accept it and move forward, I guess. Mike Tomlin is. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, Pittsburgh is losing 10-3. Pittsburgh not really able to move the ball at all. They are just even with the 2 fumbles that Philadelphia has gifted them, have not been able to take advantage, and it's not looking good. I'd like to see. I'm very glad I have a fantasy league where I have 2 quarterbacks, and it's a dynasty league, so the quarterbacks aren't that great. I had great quarterbacks at the beginning of the dynasty league, not now. Anyway, I had Tua. I have Tua. And he didn't do good. He did very terrible today. Then I have Russell Wilson. I made the switch to Anthony Richardson. This is a 12-man league, so having 3 quarterbacks is, 75% of you are going to have it. So I made the switch to Anthony Richardson. Hopefully he's doing well. They were up 10-0 last time we checked. If you look at the score ticker on I guess it's below me. You'll see. There's other scores, all thanks to my wife. She helped me out. Very thankful for supporting me in this. But yeah, she kind of knows all this stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see on the Colts Broncos game, as we're kind of coming back here, showing some highlights of the Fox game right now. Colts are up 10-0 over the. I guess I should look down, but I wouldn't see it. Cardinals up 10-0 over the Patriots. That's not really a shock, I guess. Bills up 14-7. That one's probably more of an exciting game. But you're here probably because you're a Steelers fan, or you're a family member, or you're an Eagles fan. Hey, fly Eagles fly. I have a brother that's an Eagles fan, so we kind of have our arguments. Pass here completed over the middle to Austin, and it's going to be like 3rd and long. I think. I'm pretty sure. Showing a highlight here. Tim Patrick with the Lions touchdown here. 3rd and 18 for the Steelers. They're at the 22. They need to get to the 40. Russell Wilson in the shotgun to the left to the right. Russell Wilson back to pass. Stepping back. He's going to have to check it down again. To Jalen Warren, who's trying to break away. Trying to break away again, but unable to do so. He's only going to get 2. And the Steelers, yet again, are going to have to punt. It's unbelievable. We just can't do anything. We can't. Oh well. I mean, kind of half expected it again. There is the history, and history usually repeats. Not all the time, obviously. Otherwise, teams would be undefeated against each other in certain places. But we haven't won here since 1965. We as in the Steelers. So again, Steelers guy. I'm gonna say we. Fielded at the 33. Cooper DeJean at the 40, 45, 50. Trying to find something else. He did fumble on the punt return earlier, but he gets to the Pittsburgh 45. So these punts aren't really going far, and they're low. I love Corliss Waitman, but right now he seems to be a little bit off. But yeah, Pittsburgh Hasn't won since 1965 in Philadelphia, and there's a reason for it. It's just I don't know what it is. It's just that means something, and that's why I picked the Eagles to win today in my little ESPN pick'em. Not like it matters, pardon me, but you can't ignore it. You can't ignore that history. You can, again, people were on Steelers Twitter. Well, Russell Wilson hasn't lost to Philadelphia, but I'm going to go with the history that is 59 years old, then the history that is 14 years old, maybe 13. That's a rough one. John Cena commercial now. Dodge. No, Honda. So 10-3, you can kind of see why it's 10-3. Looking at the yards, not moving the ball at all. Just pathetic. I don't know. Can I see? I don't even see the mouse on there. Okay, so the mouse is hidden. I guess I have that feature. That's cool. I'm not one with technology, so sorry. But yeah, the Steelers are just looking flat, lethargic, and not interested. I mean, I've made comments on Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen just two missed tackles, and he just didn't look committed. I don't know what his deal is right now, but it's glaring right now. Usually when one thing's going wrong, the rest of the thing goes wrong. So. But Philadelphia 10, Pittsburgh 3. We await to resume this one. Just love our commercials, though, NFL. Man, I don't really know what those emojis mean. I guess it's a Lethal Company thing. Yes, sir. Let's check the other scores here. So yeah, pretty much same thing. Like Steelers Eagles is longest game. Our Bills actually just now scoring 21-7. Chargers just now scoring, so they're 16. So we got some touchdowns going on across the NFL. Man, we could really use a Pickens today, but it's not happening. Justin Herbert with a completion or a touchdown to Quentin Johnson. That's who scored for the Chargers. All right, we're back here in Philadelphia. They're at the 45. They need to get to the 35 of Pittsburgh. 1st and 10. Handing it off to Barkley in the pistol. Barkley making a guy miss. Patrick Queen brought him down somewhat. He didn't make the tackle, so I guess we'll be happy with that. I apologize. I said 12 rushes, 6 yards for Barkley, and the last time they met, it was 15 rushes for 6 yards. Ben Roethlisberger out rushing Barkley. Last ever meeting, Pittsburgh and Barkley. There was no gain on that play. 2nd and 10 at the 45. Hurts in the shotgun to the left. No one to the right. Barkley plowing ahead. Met by Queen. Queen playing with a little bit more energy here. I think they're going to give him about 2 or 3. Let me look over to my left. 3 yards. Bo Nix putting up a touchdown for Denver. So they're now only down by 3. I only have that because of a fantasy thing, another league. 3rd and 7. Hurts looking to his left. Brown with the catch. And a missed tackle by Dante Jackson, tackled at the 25. And the Eagles are just cruising right now. I mean, it just... Oh my gosh, that was nasty. Brown with a nice slant route, making Dante Jackson look like he should have been playing for the Panthers the whole year. But he's had a good year, just not a great game, not a great stretch of games. Hurts is 9 for 9, 121 yards and a touchdown. Hurts throwing towards the end zone. They're going to call it probably something, if I had to guess. Oh, no, they're not throwing the flag. Good. Porter and Brown were getting into it. They both had hands on each other. That's the first incompletion. Porter almost with the interception, but not able to haul it in. Kind of like, again, like another number 24. If you love the Steelers and love their history, Ike Taylor was a great lockdown corner, just didn't have the hands. So Porter kind of reminds me of him, though maybe a little bit more grabby. But Porter's great. I love Porter. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Hurts in the shotgun. Man in motion. Hurts looking to his left. Zig route to Devonta Smith. Caught at the 20. Swung out of bounds at the 18. Tackle made by Joey Porter. Oh, man. Just tuning in, and you're not really, if you're a Steelers fan, you are not missing much. We are not looking great. I don't even know if we have a first down, but it is what it is. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Eagles. Don't understand why that is ahead, but as you see on the screen, 2nd and 18, or no, 3rd and 3 at the 18, man in motion, but Gainwell in motion. Hurts throws to Gainwell. It's caught. He's wide open at the 10, the 5, tackled at the 2. I'll show you the stats here. Look at that. 191 yards for the Eagles, 11 yards for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh just not moving the ball, had the 3 penalties. I hear whistles. There might be another fight. Or is there an injury maybe? I'm not seeing anything. They're showing this, amazing wide open throw. Tom Brady-esque throw. Injured Steeler. Okay, so Dante Jackson is... I don't know. I mean, again, looking at this game, we're not looking good. I mean, we have the 2 fumbles. Now, you're an Eagles fan. You are loving this. Time of possession, not too bad. I mean, but yeah, I mean, look at this. Just we're not moving the ball. Eagles, I don't know if I can show you what I saw pregame, but they were showing the stats. Apparently, I didn't know this. Eagles have the #1 defense in the NFL. Now, again, that's probably due to the fact that they have the #1 rushing team in the NFL, so they're able to pound and control the clock. Which, I mean, is very similar to what Pittsburgh has been doing the last. But that was shocking to me, and you're seeing it right now. Russell Wilson, 4 for 10, only 17 yards. Najee Harris, 3 for 4. Again, they're still dealing with the injury here. They actually are coming back from commercial break here. Lane Johnson kind of just tackling TJ in the ground. TJ talking to the ref like, "Yeah, no, you're garbage, kid." Or TJ gets held almost every freaking game. Actually, it is every game. They had a lot of checkdowns. No completion over 10 yards. So for Pittsburgh. Now, again, if you're an Eagles fan tuning in, you have your favorite Eagle right here. Pick it. Not playing. Probably won't play. Might play if they... that's going to be the ultimate... Oh, man, I just thought of it just now. If they're taking the knee, Pickett's going to take the knee at the end of the game. So we can't allow that, Pittsburgh. But yeah, Jalen Hurts, 11 for 12, 144 yards and a touchdown. He does have a fumble, but it's not really mattering right now because they are about to score another, whether a touchdown or field goal. It looks like they're driving and well in position to score. Saquon, 7 carries, 31 yards. Jalen Hurts, 4 carries, 10 yards. We're still waiting. I apologize if you're waiting for play-by-play. We're just now, I'm hearing the whistle, so they are... getting their way back. They're making their way back to the field. Okay, so they're in the huddle. 1st and goal at the 2. Hurts in the shotgun. Oh, high snap, fumbled, but it's recovered by Hurts. Not getting anywhere. Might lose a yard. I'm telling you, Tomlin's voodoo magic is so powerful. But the Eagles were able to recover that. That was a high snap. I don't know what in the world. Hurts batted it to himself, kind of, it was very clutch by Hurts. Not the biggest Hurts fan, but that was a great play to bring that in, to bat it to himself. That was pretty cool. 2nd goal, 10:05 and counting here in Philadelphia. They are at the 3. Gainwell is in the game. I haven't really seen Saquon. So trips to the left. You got a timeout. Timeout by Philadelphia. I guess they didn't really look at the I don't know what Becca. I don't know. I'm unsure. So Barkley took a huge hit from Minka on the last. It was when he was like Minka was playing outside linebacker. Um, I guess that's what caused Barkley. Barkley has not been on the field. I guess I haven't really noticed, to be honest with you. I thought he was. I could be wrong, but so again, timeout here. Philadelphia 10, Pittsburgh 3. Again, we're just looking at these stats, team stats. Just it's unbelievable, one-sided affair here, and I don't. Again, Pittsburgh hasn't won in Philadelphia since 1965, so that definitely. I mean, there's something in the air in Philly. It just makes Pittsburgh hate them. Even just think about it. Pittsburgh's played there in the 70s, in the 2000s with these great Steelers teams, the 90s Steelers. So I don't know. Second and goal at the 3. They are in the shotgun. Gainwell still in the game. So that means Barkley is out. Hurts. Direct snap to the quarterback. Gets a few blocks. He's going to fight for about a yard. So gang tackled by Queen and see Fitzpatrick, Casey. Initially looked like he wasn't going to gain anything. So we're going to third down here. Big play here. Like to see Pittsburgh hold him to 3. Barkley. John Barkley on the sideline. He looks like he kind of wants to go in, but he was told to stay back. Third and goal at the 2. Gainwell to Hurts his right. Devonta Smith in motion. Trips to the left. A.J. Brown in the slot. A.J.'s running a fade route, but they're throwing to Devonta Smith. Touchdown. Touchdown. Philadelphia Eagles. And it is feeling like the game a few years ago. Kenny Pickett. Was that last year? I actually don't remember. No, it was 2 years ago. So yeah, I don't. It's just looking pretty bad. And yeah, Devonta Smith 2-yard slant. Looks like they had the little, the pick play or whatever. We're pending the extra point. It's up. It is good. So Philadelphia, Eastern Philadelphia, just showing Western Philadelphia or Pitt or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. 17-3 Eagles lead over Pittsburgh. So Steelers fans in the chat, if you can just kind of give me some optimism, it'd be great. But if not, it's cool too. And if you're just stopping by to say hi, that's cool. That's great. I don't mind. I'm very appreciative for anyone that's watching. I'm just a guy goofing off, having a good time, just kind of, this game was nationally broadcast, but there's been other games where Steelers games aren't really like that, and I don't know, I just kind of just started doing this. So next year, I'll be trying to do this every Sunday that I can. I do have a job that kind of right now that kind of Sunday I get home like it's at 1:00. I'd have to. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. So hopefully we get a lot of afternoon games next year. Maybe I'm not doing that next year. Who knows? Who knows? So. But yeah, Pittsburgh just not showing up right now. I don't even think they have a first. I wish they had a first down here, the first down stuff. So, yeah, just a little brief stat thing for the Eagles. 12 for 13 for Hurts, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, again, haven't seen him in a while. 7 carries, 31 yards. Jalen, 5 carries, 10 yards. Kenneth Gainwell, 2 for 6. And then the receivers, been really Brown and Smith that are doing the damage. And that one long catch to Calcaterra. And then, of course, Kenneth Gainwell's nice shifty. I guess he's a running back. Where are you working? Again, it's just that part-time job. I might have mentioned that to you. So it's not really a thing. It's just that Sunday thing, and then kind of some side work for the radio station. Got to air a commercial today. That was pretty fun. Got to sound like this, doing the weather. So yeah, get to do some great things. My throat though. We're the latest game too, so I'm gonna be talking. Literally, I chose the game that's gonna make me talk the most. So some other scores here. We're just tuning back in here. Looks like they're showing the Eagles on the bench here. Arizona up 10-3 over New England. Indianapolis 10-7 over Denver right now with the ball. Buffalo up 21-14 over Detroit. The Chargers up over the Buccaneers 17-10. And of course, you're watching this game here. It's supposed to be a contest between good teams, and we're kind of yeah. I'm not gonna hate on the Steelers too much here. You know, I've been very pessimistic over the last few years about playing like the actual good teams. You know, obviously we can play good against the Ravens, but that's because it's a rivalry and we just all that. But other good teams like, you know, the Bills and the Chiefs, we just lay down for them. I mean, the Eagles a few years ago, 2022. I think that might have been the Super Bowl year for the Eagles, but just we always get blown out. You know, granted, the 2022 Steelers weren't really good, but it's just a little frustrating. It's been the same tune for the last 5 or 6 years. All right, so they kicked it off. It's a touchback. Here come the Steelers on the offense, 1st and 10 at the 30. Let's see if we can get a first down. 9:07 to go in the second quarter. Najee Harris in the backfield. Van Jefferson almost fell down on the little motion thing. Russell Wilson fakes the handoff to Najee. Throws it to Skoranek. Hit that 45 tackled at the 47. It's Skoranek. I think it's Ben Skoranek. Not going to come up here. That's pretty cool. So, all right, we got our first down. Yep, 1 catch, 17 yards. So we're at the 47. Justin Fields is in the game. I guess it doesn't really hurt when you're down by this much. I'm against that, really, but maybe it works out here. Cotton. 1st and 10. Fields with the direct snap, running to his left. He's going to get some yards. Oh, he was sliding. There is a late flag. It was a late slide, but granted, he was sliding. He did gain 8, and it looks like they're talking it over. Field starts going for it. It's a tough one. It might be the helmet to helmet, maybe not the slide thing. So Fields, yeah, looks like he got hit in the head. He's coming off, but it was a good run. So look at me. Look, I know what I'm talking about. Saying I don't like it, but so they are calling it, and yeah, the Eagles fans are booing like crazy. Oh my gosh. Reed Blankenship with the 15-yard personal foul. Yeah, that is so unfortunate, actually. And he showed the replay. It's like he had no time. We'll take it. It might be a makeup call for. I mean, granted, that one was horrible because it knocked us all the way back. That was a horrible call. But 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh at the 30. They need to get to the 20. Russell Wilson back in the game. Jalen Warren looks like it's kind of like an I don't know about ace formation here. So hands it to Warren. He's going to fight to the left. Probably get about 4 yards. So we are probably 2nd and 6 here coming up for Pittsburgh. They need something here. I'd like to see a touchdown. We need 7. So 2nd and 6 coming up. 7:37 left to go in the first half. Najee's back in the game. At the 26. Man in motion, Scotty Miller. Hands off to Najee up the middle. He took a shot, but he's still moving forward, fighting. They're trying to rip the ball out, but he does get about 3. So it's going to be 3rd and manageable. So, yeah, usually, I mean, that's really what Pittsburgh does. You know, they try to get to the 3rd and short, and then, you know, that's when they can make a play here. Hello, JJ. How's it going? Just covering the Steelers-Eagles game, doing a live play-by-play. Big Steelers fan, so that's kind of why I'm doing this. 3rd and it says 2, but that's a short 2. Let's do a 3rd and long 1. At the 22, they need to get to the 20 and a half. Well, Russell Wilson scrambling to his right. Looking down. He's going to try to get to the first. He does. Dives for the first. First down, Pittsburgh. Very nice. Very nice. Love diving head first. Gotta love the effort there. One of the few people that actually doesn't mind Tua doing what he's doing. Tua, I don't know if anyone really pays attention. A lot of people hate on Tua for diving head first. I mean, he's just playing the game. I mean, they're calling him a bunch of names, and it's like, you're not a good person at all. Anyway, that's just a little commentary. 1st and 10, high snap. Russell hands it well, hands it off to, I think that's Warren, but he's only going to get about a yard. But honestly, up until this drive, that was probably the average play for Pittsburgh. Just tuning in, Philadelphia up 17-3. You can kind of see it on the scoreboard there. Nice to have that scoreboard. I'm kind of used to updating the score because I do radio for the local high school, for the high school football team. So I do have to update the score like every so minutes, or they'll get mad like, I don't know what the score is, Wayne. I tune in, that guy doesn't say the score. That's kind of just random. So we had an injury timeout. We're going to take a little commercial break here. We're back. Pittsburgh actually having a drive here. If you stayed for that entire commercial break, thank you. I know it's long. Appreciate you hanging in there. Philadelphia 17, Pittsburgh 3. Pittsburgh finally finding their mojo. Sorry, it does prefer hockey. So I don't know when the last time you actually watched a hockey game. Probably the game we went to. But Pittsburgh trying to find 7. They need 7. I'll take a field goal, but we really need 7 points here. Because our defense is not stopping nothing. No sacks, no nothing, man. It's so bad. At least we have Boswell. Look at that. Look at the one-sided. Still, I mean, it's going to be one-sided probably for the rest of the game. Unless the Steelers do something. Well, yeah, 193 yards. Sprinkle noise is probably me chewing. I was eating some chocolate. I apologize for snacking. Snacking on the job. But, Philadelphia, 193 yards, Pittsburgh 48. Passing game, it's just kind of like that the same. Philadelphia 146, Pittsburgh 23. Rushing, it's a little closer, but it's still not that great. Getting out rushed 2-1, 47-25 here. Average yards to play, Philadelphia 7, Pittsburgh 2. And obviously, you know the score. Philadelphia has the 2 turnovers, but it doesn't really seem to matter. Checking in on other scores. Actually, you can look at the ticker right now. Buffalo 21, Detroit 14. Chargers up 17-10 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Colts up 10-7 in the second quarter, and Cardinals up 13-3 in the second quarter as well. We're back here. 2nd and 9. Let's go ahead and hide that. That way I can kind of cheat here. Back to pass. Russell moving up the middle at the 15. He slides. Wasn't hit this time. He actually made a man miss with the juke move. Pardon me. I'm just spilling water everywhere. A slob right now. So it's 3rd and 1. Pittsburgh having a chance to extend this drive. Maybe score. They're showing the stat. First 5 drives of the game, including penalties, minus 19 yards. Unbelievable. This drive, 61. Quarterback sneak. And he's going to get it with ease. He gets about 2 or 3. 2. So that's going to be 1st and goal for Pittsburgh inside 4 minutes and 35 seconds and counting. Russell Wilson. So glad I benched him this week in fantasy. 5 for 11, 34 yards. Not really doing much, but neither is the rest of the Steelers team. Just not really getting off our butts right now. So they're doing some checks here at the line. Najee Harris in the backfield. Under center. Toss to Najee. He's not getting anywhere. I don't even think he was ruled down. And they're going to rule him down. So he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So he's going to once again stay at the 8 or 9 yard line. Second and goal this time, however. Need something here. 340 and counting for Pittsburgh. Second and goal at the 9. Wilson under center. Van Jefferson in motion. Fake to Najee. Throws to Jefferson. Jefferson not getting anywhere. Tackled by Cooper DeJean. Third and goal coming up. Pittsburgh just not really getting anything going. So they had Jefferson in motion, and yet he couldn't do anything. Couldn't outrun DeJean. He's played really well. Kind of wanted him in the draft, but we got I forgot, a second round pick. Actually, don't even remember. I don't know. Anyway, second and 9. Oh no, third and goal. Pardon me. Third and goal at the 9. What am I doing? In the gun. Don't take a timeout. Russell back to pass. Moon ball to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Freiermuth. Strong hands, able to fight the defender away. It's a Pittsburgh touchdown. It's a one-score game. Despite how the game has gone, we are not getting blown out. Total yards outscored 3-1. Let's see if this replay. Moon ball kind of ripped the ball away from Gardner Johnson. Gardner Johnson had it. Wow. Tom Brady complimenting Big Ben. I might be a Tom Brady fan after all. Boswell for the extra point. It is off the head, the uprights when it's good. The wind or something it curved. Doing what here? Let's see. Am I doing the right thing? So it did this. Boom, it went in. It happens. Philadelphia 17, Pittsburgh 10. You're listening to DrDLeh's Twitch network. So we are in halftime. In Arizona, they're leading 13-3 over the Patriots. Like Indianapolis. Wish I could see what's going on there. They're up 10-7 over Denver. Buffalo up 21-14 over Detroit. Tampa Bay down to the Chargers 10-17. Actually, yeah, I already knew that. Of course, you're watching me commentate this game. Pittsburgh's down 10-17, 17-10. I'm gonna figure out how to. I feel like I can get the sports. I don't know. I probably should just. It is what it is, I guess. So if you're just tuning in, Steelers finally. Oh crap! Finally scoring. He took it out deep in his end zone, but it seems to be paying off. Actually, he just gets to the 30, so it didn't really matter. There's Aaron Andrews. That's the reporter I know. I'm trying to remember the old one though. You guys remember the old reporter? He was black. He was the sideline reporter for Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. I just can't remember her name. I don't know. They're showing Jalen Hurts' left glove. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 30. Hurts handing it off to I can't see who that is. Gainwell. So Barkley is still out. So Barkley hurt. Barkley, they're showing Barkley on the sideline. He has his helmet on, so I don't know if it's just cautioning until the third quarter. But it's a little interesting as Pittsburgh takes their first timeout. I'm confused why we did that. I don't really like that, but we'll see what happens. Barkley making his way, trying to get to the huddle. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to come in or not. So if you're just tuning in, Philadelphia 17, Pittsburgh 10. You can probably see it on the scoreboard. Pittsburgh finally showing some life on the last drive, going 13 plays, 55 yards, taking off 6.5 minutes off the clock as they make their way back on the field from the timeout. 2:22 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 33. In the shotgun, Hurts with Gainwell to his right. Devonta Smith in motion. Hurts looking, stepping up. Hurts gets tripped by Watt. I don't think they're going to rule that a sack because he did land across the line of scrimmage. I see TJ smiling because he just knows it was so close to being a sack. Man, just kind of like a thigh tackle there from Watt. So 2-minute warning, Philadelphia 17, Pittsburgh 10. Pittsburgh trying to end that long streak, 59 years of no wins in Philadelphia. Obviously, haven't played there, so you don't have to be smart. Well, they've only played like 10 times. Still the same thing. I mean, again, the 70s Steelers couldn't do it, and they won 4 Super Bowls. The 90s Steelers, they were good. They made it to the Super Bowl, and they couldn't do it. And then the Steelers of the 2000s with Ben and 2010s getting blown out. So there's something in the air in Philly. And if you're an Eagles fan, you're enjoying this. So you might be a little frustrated that you're only up by 7. So, I mean, I can see that. But I'm up 17. I'm happy. Steelers fans haven't really had much to cheer for in the last few years. Let me go ahead. Colts just tacked on a field goal. They're up 13-7. You guys can see the ticker, but I'm looking at a different thing here. Chargers up 17-13. Buccaneers just tacking on a field goal of their own. Lions trying to do the 2-minute drill. They are at the 34, 4th and 10 of Buffalo, so they might have to settle for 3. Which, I mean, that'll leave some time for Josh Allen. And then, of course, and I don't know if I mentioned this, Cardinals, Patriots at halftime. Cardinals up 13-3. So we shall see what happens. Hopefully, Pittsburgh can get up and down for par, as in get off the field. There was an agreement made in the 60s by the owners that the Steelers would not win in Philly until world peace was declared. Hopefully that story is false, Triskaideka, because that is unfortunate. We'll never win there. That's a loss for the rest of my lifetime. And for however long after that. So 17-10, Philadelphia up over Pittsburgh. But going back to this hit, I mean, so pretty much Mink tackling him. Barkley was hopping up, hits him in the knee, thigh knee area. Barkley's still on the sideline. 3rd and 7, 2-minute warning. Coming out of the 2-minute warning here. All right, 3rd and 7 for Philadelphia. At the 33, they need to get to the 40. Hurts in the shotgun. Gainwell once again to his left. Lana, I mean, come on. That was such a obvious false start. Yeah, you're a freaking fraud. You do it all the time. All the time. So, false start against Philadelphia. This guy does it all the time. It's actually unbelievable. I remember that being a thing and during the Super Bowl. So TJ Watt, 4 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, just wrecking havoc today. 3rd and 12 at the 28 in the shotgun. We've seen them complete long passes, though. Hurts looking down the field. Watt trying to get there. Trying to go for the strip sack, but he's not able to do it. But he does get the sack, though. So TJ Watt with the 2nd sack of the day. Big defensive play for Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh's going to get another chance to tack on some more points. I mean, again, if they can keep that momentum from the last drive going, we might see something. And I mean, that'd be, I mean, almost. Oh, TJ almost had it. And we have a stoppage of play. Unsure what's going on. There's a timeout, but I don't know who called the timeout. Still waiting on any word, but I'm not seeing anything. They're just showing. I don't remember these guys' names. What the heck, man? I know their names. I just forgot. Pittsburgh takes a timeout. I don't know. Most likely, they're gonna punt it like 70 yards. It is a windy day, so that might explain why the punting for Pittsburgh has been very bad. 4th and 24 for Philly. Here's the punt. It's up. I cannot, based on the crowd reaction, not a good punt. Bounces at the 50, the other way. They are letting it bounce towards Pittsburgh's area. What in the world? Trying to knock off the time, but they don't understand that they are already at the 46. So the punter's ticked, but I don't understand why he is. I mean, it's a windy day. They're showing. So Pittsburgh plays Saturday, 4 Eastern, 3 o'clock Central. That's where I live. So I will be doing my best to cover that game, hopefully on YouTube. Probably get have a little more success there, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Russell Wilson, 2-minute offense, throws it over the middle to Freiermuth. Freiermuth fumbles the ball, but he recovers it. Oh my gosh, that was scary. But luckily, he falls right on it. But they do get the first down, and they are moving. They are at the 33 of Philadelphia, so that was a gain of 12. Russell check down to, once again, Freiermuth, who has the ball, falls down, caught at the 26. And again, with the hurry-up offense, they are trying to move and groove here. 2nd and 4 at the 26. They need to get to the 20. So I guess it's 2nd and 3. There is a stoppage of play. So they are reviewing this play. So looks like Freiermuth took 2 steps. Ball came loose at the end. So Freiermuth right now kind of dropping a ball. I don't know. I may be in your area. I can help you if you wish. I'll bring my Ravens jersey and pillowcase. Yeah, why not? I don't think it would. You know, you'll probably win. You'll represent the Ravens, and Ravens will probably get their first win over Pittsburgh in a very long time. So right now under booth review, kind of waiting the results. Freiermuth fumbled the previous catch, and then this one, it hits the ground and it comes loose. I thought the ground can't cause a fumble, so I don't understand really the rules by all this. So still waiting for the call on the field. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Pittsburgh only down 7 despite what has happened in this game. It's been really one-sided. So they are ruling it incomplete. So they are actually going to add 16 seconds on the clock for Pittsburgh. So it might be, I don't know, either way would be fine, really. But this ain't bad. Again, if we could tack on 3, that'd be great. But I'd love 7 to tie it up, go into the half, somehow tie it up after this performance. I mean, I'll take it. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 33, I believe. Yes, ball on the 33, 56 seconds to go in the first half. Russell in the shotgun to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Jalen Warren to his side. Back to pass. Heavy pressure, he takes the sack. And that's kind of why you kind of hope that. And it looks like the clock is stopping. I guarantee you Philly's going to take a timeout. One thing you couldn't do is take a sack. Oh, that's an unfortunate sack, dude. Broderick Jones just kind of. So Pittsburgh took the timeout. I don't understand that. 3rd and 20, and you take the timeout. That was not smart. That was actually very stupid. But let's see how it goes. 3rd and 20, ball on the 43. They need to get to the 23. You have to imagine they're not going to do it. I mean, Philadelphia is probably going to call a timeout if this ball is completed, because they can move the ball up and down the field. Russell throws it to Calvin. He falls. He's going to keep rolling, but he's going to get to about the 30. So, yeah, Philadelphia's calling a timeout, and they're going to get the ball back with 30 seconds. I guarantee you the Eagles are going to score a field goal on this. I really hope our defense can save that. That was a horrible timeout. At first, I'm like, oh, well, the Eagles just took a timeout on that long sack. I'm like, oh, they want the ball back. And now you're just kind of helping them get the ball back with even more time. I mean, it's a windy day. You saw how that extra point went. I mean, that had a lot of curve. "49-yard attempt, 4th and 9. It is windy. Apparently they make it. Just being spoiled here in the chat. 4th and 9, 49-yard attempt. It's up. It's curving to the right. And he sneaks it in there. It's good. Philadelphia 17, Pittsburgh 13. You're listening to DrDLeh's radio network, Twitch network. Looking at scores across the NFL, a lot of teams at halftime, so pretty much the same scores as it were before. Arizona, though, are underway. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for halftime. I guess I can take a bathroom break. I can do the be right back. I can do this. Look at that. That's cool. All right. So he actually, with that kick, just broke the Steelers' all-time field goals made in a season. So he now holds that record, and I can't think of a more deserving kicker than that one. He's been such a great kicker. Glad he bounced back after that. I remember the 2018 year. That was such a tough year, but yeah, I mean he's such a great guy, great kicker. Glad he's on the Steelers. So it is returned at the 4. So kind of a short kick here. Gainwell breaks the tackle, fighting for more yards, and he gets to about the 35. So Philadelphia again, they only need to go a few yards to score. I mean, I don't understand the timeout by Tomlin. That was just not a good timeout. He is probably one of the worst coaches in the league when it comes to time management, which is a big factor in coaching. And I just don't understand that. That is just not smart. Hopefully, the defense can save him. So 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. 28 seconds left. They do have a timeout. and they are at the 35. You have to imagine they only need to get what, 30 yards. That's doable. I mean, we've seen them shred so far today. Hurts back, and he bumps into his own lineman, and that makes the easiest sack in the world for Alex Highsmith. Hurts ran into his own guy, fell down. Highsmith just with the tag. So luckily, that's all we allow. But that is the end of the first half. The Eagles currently in control and up over the Steelers 17-13. I guess you can say Pittsburgh has scored the last 10 points, so maybe not as in control as we've seen in the first quarter, but Philadelphia again up 17-13 over the Steelers. And I will be back after a brief bathroom break. All right, I am back. Oh, you guys missed me. Let me see if I can add something. I'm going to keep the screen on there for a brief few seconds. I figure out what I am. Trying to figure this stuff out. I don't know if that's going to up or not. All right, well, I'm back. I know you guys are so excited to see me, huh? But so halftime thoughts. Glad we're only down 17-13. Jeez. Hopefully the thing I just did will actually include all the touchdowns. Came in the chat. I think Pardon me. I don't know if that did anything. So right now, showing just some highlights here of other games going on right now. Cardinals fumbled the ball, but then they recovered it in the end zone. Forgot who number 4 is. Cardinals up 13-3 right now. And if you're just tuning in, I do apologize. Halftime in Pittsburgh or in Philly. I just realized, why is the Eagles thing on the left side? Have you seen the Lions uniforms? I have not. I need to go ahead and. Then you gotta look it up, huh? The black lion on the field. Let me go take a gander. Actually, I just realized I have the power to do that. I'll have to look it up. They're playing right now. Playing on the local. Oh, they just went to halftime. Bummer. I'll look up some footage, I'm sure. Okay, so cool. The bot is working now. So now we have a live Cardinals up 16-3 over the crap. I can't do it tomorrow. Oh yeah, let me look this up. You said the Lions have nice uniform. I'm sure they do. Lions. That's they're neat. They're neat. I would say. I don't know. I'm glad they're an alternate because I just like the classic stuff. I like the regular colors. I don't like all that extra mumbo jumbo they had on. Gonna lose this fantasy game. That's so sad. I'll speak John Robinson off tomorrow. Oh well. Might even lose for him the freaking number 2 seed. Oh, that would tick me off. That would make me so mad. Pittsburgh. Okay, let's see if I can find some other games here. See if I can. Go ahead and tune in. The Colts Broncos. I just like outside stadium. All that. So if you're just tuning in, expecting Steelers Eagles, I'm like, what the heck, man? What's going on? Well, they are at halftime, as you probably know, as you can see on the screen. So we're checking out another team here, the Colts, trying to stay alive in the playoff race. Need a win and a lot of help, but a loss here would be pretty much the end of their season, I would say, as it would move a wild card team to 9 wins, and the most the Colts can do is 8 or 9 wins, and then the Broncos would have a tiebreak, so they would need help from Chargers, or I'm sorry, the Chargers to lose a few. Jonathan Taylor, 40 yards. 41 yards. Wow. I don't know if I did click it. It should show. I'm gonna pause this right here. Something else I can do. No bowl games on today, but I'm gonna add that into the. Not really much for basketball. But something just happened in Denver. They're saying Jonathan Taylor might have dropped the football before going in. I swear, it's the stupidest thing in the world. Let's see what we. I don't know. That was the worst angle you could have ever shown. Why are they showing an angle like there's literally a pylon cam right there, and yet they are just being. I hate when they do. Keep pressing select all, and it's. I think I got it. Okay, so we are at halftime. If you're just tuning in expecting Steelers Eagles, well, it's halftime, so you're just gonna have to back off. You have to back off because I can't speed up the halftime. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of showing you a brief other game, but that just went to commercial. So let's see if I can find another game for you. Pardon me. Go ahead and looks like Bills and Lions are underway. We'll go there. Josh Allen rolling to his right, just pops it over to. I don't know that one, but it was a nice throw. Replay here. So Allen handing off to Cook. Cook up the middle to the 40. And I apologize if you're expecting the Steelers Eagles. You'll get there eventually, I promise. So it's just literally the Steelers game that's running behind. Everything else seems to be on point. 2nd and 4 ball at the 41. Yeah, look at that. There's a black line, just like that's pretty neat. Hands it off to Cook. Dances. Moves up inside 30, 25. They pulled his hair. He's stiff arming. 10-5. Touchdown. Touchdown. James Cook. And Buffalo is taking a 2-score lead in Detroit. That is unbelievable. 41-yard. They yanked the guy's hair. He's bouncing around inside, outside. What a play. Oh, that had to hurt. Man. Remember that happened to Palomalu. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Man, all right. So Buffalo, after suffering a tough defeat last week to the Rams, are taking it to the Lions. You kind of had a feeling that would happen. The Lions had been barely squeaking out these wins, so they were due for a loss. Can't say that though for the Chiefs. And if you're just tuning in, I do apologize. It's halftime, so you're just going to have to chill out for a few seconds while we watch some other games, or at least cover some other games. I cannot show you the games due to NFL rules. I would if I could. I really would if I could. Let's go back to Denver. There was some controversy there. Jonathan Taylor had scored a 41-yard touchdown, but then apparently he had dropped it. So let's look at the ruling. Looks like he did drop it. So he dropped it at the 1. I guarantee you'll see that on Twitter or whatever you get your sports information. The Buccaneers have just scored a touchdown. So all these games are looking pretty good. Ironically, Game of the week, I would say Buffalo Detroit. 2-score game. Everything else except for New I don't think people cared about New England, Arizona. Probably not. Jonathan Taylor looks. Yeah, again, I don't understand why people just feel the need to drop the ball like at the goal line. I might have misread that about Tampa Bay and Chargers. Tampa Bay has taken the lead. I don't know if I misread that. Nick stepping up in the pocket. He's diving forward, gains about a yard or two. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short. Looks like we are underway in Pittsburgh. So I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's go ahead and go back. Or I'm sorry, not in Pittsburgh, in Philadelphia. So we are tuning in now. I apologize. I was just kind of waiting for it to come back here. Maybe waited a little bit too long as Jalen Hurts runs for a first down. So they're already at the 41. So Philadelphia 17, Pittsburgh 13, 14, 11, and counting. Jalen Hurts in the pistol. Looks like Saquon's back in the game. He was out for a while. Looks like he has entered here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 at the 41. Hurts in the pistol. Hands it off to Barkley. Running down the left side. Only get about 3. We're going to mark him 3 yards down the field. So 2nd and 7 coming up for the Eagles. Just tuning in again. It has been a one-sided show for most of this game. Pittsburgh kind of putting up some points there at the end of the 2nd quarter to make it look like it's a lot closer than it really should be. But I'm thankful for it because look at the jersey I'm wearing. Team. Don't look at the player. 2nd and 7 at the 44. Hurts throws it to Smith, who's open. And Smith is going to get the first down. Gain of 8 for Devonta Smith, and that's going to move the chains. Smith kind of just running right through James Pierre. Pierre's pretty small, but so is Smith. But again, Smith plays big. 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 48. They need to get to the 38 of Pittsburgh to move the chains here. 1st and 10. Hurts throws it to Calcaterra, who makes Patrick Queen miss. Queen, not really the best game, but there's a flag on the play. Man, my throat. I did too much calling, I guess, the other day as far as video games. Pass interference on Devonta Smith. He didn't even catch the ball. Well, I guess he did a block downfield. Okay, yeah. I would say that's a good call. Eagles fans don't agree, but a lot of double-digit IQ up there. Sirianni's ticked. You know, it's all for show. First and 20 coming up for the Eagles. They've moved back to their own territory, back to the 42. They are in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Barkley in the backfield. He's going out in motion to the left. Hurts scanning the field. Has time. Steps up. Rolling to his right. There's a flag on the play. Throw is out of bounds. Devonta Smith trying to make a catch. Unable to do so. Again, there is indeed a penalty marker on the field. Holding on the Eagles instead of making it 1st and 30. It's 2nd and 20, which, I mean, no problem with that, really. I could see them easily getting like 17 yards on the 1st and 30 and making it 2nd and 13. So 2nd and 20 coming up for the Eagles. They are at the 42 of their own territory, needing to get to the 38 of Pittsburgh's to keep the drive alive. 3 receivers to the left. Oh, and A.J. Brown is moving to the right in motion. Hurts back to pass. Looking left. Stepping up. Throws to a wide open Devonta Smith right there. Instead of 17, it's 21. First down, Eagles. So maybe they should have taken it after all. I mean, you'd think the Steelers, who have one of the best defenses in the NFL, could stop a 20-yard pass, but no, it's just impossible. Playing a very soft zone. First and 10 at the 38. Hurts with the keeper, read option. He's not getting anywhere. Read option, he did not read it correctly. So it's going to be second and 10 for the Eagles. Hurts 14 for 16. Guess I can show you the offensive stats while I do all that. 14 for 16, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. Barkley's been a non-factor in this one. 9 carries, 36 yards. Still averaging 4 yards a carry, which is pretty good. The league average, at least. Second and 10. A.J. Brown moving. Man in motion. Hurts. Back to pass. Looking. Throws. Check down to Smith. Smith has been cooking in this one. Little short completion there. Gains about, 3 or 4? I don't know if that updated or not. So 3rd and 6. They are at the 34.5. They need to get to the 28. Hurts. Throwing to Smith. Another catch. But he's not going to get the first. He only got 3. So it's 4th and 3. The Eagles are an aggressive team. It is far away to where they can't really do the bush push or the tush push. Tom Brady just mentioned David Akers on the broadcast. That's pretty cool. So 4th and 2. They are kicking the field goal, attempting to anyway. 48-yard attempt. It is windy. It's up. Not as windy anymore, it looks like, based on the flags. It's good. Philadelphia 20, Pittsburgh 13. You're listening to DrDLeh's Twitch network. I don't know. Oh, there's a flag. Waiting on, probably against Pittsburgh, the way they're acting. So they're probably gonna. All right, so it was roughing the long snapper. They are indeed going to accept the penalty, so the 3 points are coming off the board. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I was just kind of staring disbelief there. So, the Eagles are going to stay on the field. 1st and 10 at the 15. Right inside the red zone, just like that. Three receivers out there. 2 backs, 1 to either side of Hurts. Actually, that back was Devonta Smith. He's in motion. Hurts, little run play to Devonta Smith. He threw it behind his area, so it's going to be a run. It's not going to count as a catch. So it's going to count as a 1-yard run by Devonta Smith. There we go, 1 yard. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Eagles. If you're just tuning in, Eagles actually made a field goal on this drive, but the penalty keeps the drive alive for the Eagles, who were looking pretty good, had overcome a 2nd and 20 and did it in one play. 2nd and 9, ball at the 14. Devonta Smith once again in motion. Hurts back to pass. Moving to his left. There's a flag. Probably a hold. Throw is way out of bounds. Not even close. But it's probably going to be a hold. Waiting the call on the field. Looks like it's going to be a holding. You can see that right there. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to be a jerk. That way that's not cheating. That way that's not ahead. So I can look at the stats. Like, yeah, I was originally intending it. So Steen holding Cameron Hayward. Yeah, that's tough. That's a clear and obvious hold. So 2nd and 19. Both teams now have 4 penalties because of that one. So they are at the 25. They need to get to the 4. My voice is definitely going out here. Hurts. Draw play to Kenneth Gainwell. Gainwell still on his feet, not able to get much after that, though. Again, Queen with the initial contact, but Gainwell fighting through that to stay up, gaining about a yard or two. So 3rd and 18 for Philadelphia. Russell Wilson putting his helmet on, getting ready to go back on the field. 3rd and 17 or 3rd and 18 at the 23. Need to get to the 4. Hurts. A lot of time. Hurts making people miss. Hurts running to his right. Hurts getting ready to throw towards the end zone. Almost intercepted by Peyton Wilson. Instead, it's just a deflection and it falls incomplete. Good defense there by Pittsburgh. And it looks like they're going to trot back out there for a field goal. So really all that happened was they took off about 2 minutes. Go ahead and backtrack it here. Not really showing when that penalty was, but it's at the 10:27 mark or 9:40 mark. So yeah, 2 minutes coming off. Philadelphia 20, Pittsburgh 13. You're listening to the DrDLeh Radio Twitch Network. I keep saying radio network. Just trying to get a chocolate. Sorry I'm that close to the camera. No, I'm not the most physically appealing guy out there. So looks like there's not been many changes to the scoreline. Buccaneers up 20-17 over the Chargers. I'm happy about that. Low key, kind of cheer for the Buccaneers now. I kind of like what Baker's been doing ever since he's left Cleveland. I mean, I can cheer for Baker now. So yeah. Colts still up 13-7. They could be up 20-7 if Jonathan Taylor had any more awareness. I don't know. I guess it's that cool thing to drop the ball at the 1. I don't know. So, looking back at the stats here during this commercial break, Pittsburgh not even at 100 yards of total offense. And yet they're only down by 1 score. So, again, Philadelphia just shredding him through the air. I mean, 4-1. Rushing, it's 2-1. Average yards per play, almost 2-1. Obviously, again, the fumbles were huge. I think we only got, 3 points off turnovers? Sacks, Pittsburgh's now kind of getting a little bit more pressure on them. But, pardon me. Voice is kind of going out right now. Jalen Hurts shredding right now. 16 for 19, 182, 2 touchdowns. Does have the fumble. Saquon's really been a non-factor, especially since the injury. Rushing, so the rushing attack hasn't really done much, so that's good. It was kind of rolling in the first quarter. And then Devonta Smith, just a PPR machine right now. 20 points for your PPR guy. A.J. Brown, Just always open apparently. So we'll see how this goes for Pittsburgh as they get the ball. Looking at their stats, probably don't need to say much about it, but Russell Wilson 9 for 16, 67 yards. Does have a touchdown pass. Russell Wilson leading the team in rushing, so this is, I guess, 2014 or something. And then our backup quarterback has the second most rushing yards. Tampa Bay just now scored a field goal to extend their lead 23-17 as we're back here in Philadelphia. That ball goes to the back of the end zone, and we have a knee by Cordell Patterson. So we need to get more of a run game going, or maybe we just abandon it altogether because our running backs have 8 carries for 13 yards, and our quarterbacks have 4 carries for 21 yards. Ben Skoranek with the longest pass play, I believe, 17 yards. That's actually crazy. Ben Skoranek. Oh, we really need Pickens to get healthy soon. Gonna need him for this stretch of games. Really would have been nice to have him today, but I guess it's no biggie if he takes the extra week off if he's healthy. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh at the 30. Jalen Warren in the backfield. Oh, Steelers running a flea flicker. Russell throwing it deep. It's a little behind, but what an adjustment by Austin. Austin with a great adjustment, seeing the ball coming behind. It was underthrown, caught it through to the defender. Not really a great throw by Russell, but it was in the area to where Austin could make the catch. Oh, yeah, what a play by Austin. Calvin Austin kind of showing the speed there. Again, gets behind. You have a linebacker covering him. I mean, that again, if that ball's out in front, that's a touchdown, but it is what it is. We'll take the chunk play. We're inside Philadelphia territory at the 39. Russell hands off to Warren. Warren with the nice run there. Probably the longest run of the game for a running back, gain of 7, or about 7. So we're moving. Got to hear to my voice now. I'm kind of excited. Okay, so they're only going to give him 6. Russell Wilson, one of the best deep passers in the league. Kind of already knew that. 2nd and 4, ball at the 33. They need to get to the 29 to continue this drive. Hands it off to Najee, who's just breaking tackles. So it looks like, pardon me, the Steelers running the ball, establishing the run, trying to do what they've been doing, especially in that mid-stretch. Oh, pardon me, I gotta keep this going. All right. 1st and 10 at the 26. 6 minutes and counting in the 3rd quarter. Toss to Najee. Najee fumbles. Najee fumbled the ball. A toss play. Again, I have never liked the toss plays. It makes no sense. Especially when our running backs are not the fastest guys. So a costly fumble by Najee, just couldn't handle the snap. That's a bummer. Najee with the fumble. And the Eagles will get the ball back. Hopefully the Steelers defense can rise. Oh, man, my voice. It's going out. Well, let's see here. We got Broncos field goal. Cuts the lead to 3. And then the Cardinals still leading over the Patriots 16-3. Oh, man, my voice. Man, I can't believe that, Najee. Just look at the ball, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Going through the motions. Try not to be on this team next year, bud. Steelers Twitter is not happy about that, obviously. That was Najee's first fumble of the season. Justin Fields has an injury. I did not know that. Yeah, Steelers Twitter not having a good time, and I don't blame them. Kind of tired of the toss plays. Let me tweet that out real quick. Kind of tired of the toss plays. Yep, Pittsburgh, again, the kind of were getting the momentum there towards the end of the second quarter and looking to try to capitalize it, but they just aren't able to do nothing with it. Najee fumble deep in Philadelphia territory, so at least, Philly's going to have to go to the length of the field, but, you just hate to see it. Oh, well. That's weird. So he literally yelled toss. Interesting. He literally yelled toss crack. Man, all right. Well, let's get back into it. Let's see if I can find my mojo again. 1st and 10 at the 26. Hurts in the shotgun. Hurts back to pass. Looking to his right. It is in and out of the hands of number 89. I don't know who Wilson is. No, they just love showing the fumble. They've shown it 4 times already. Johnny Wilson. Oh. Tomlin's ticked about something. The ref is like, I didn't fumble the ball. Fair enough, ref. Second and 10 at the 26. They need to get to the 26 to keep this drive going. Hurts back to pass. Looking. A lot of time. Checks it down to A.J. Brown. Pushed out of bounds at the 31. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up for the Eagles. Be nice to get a 3 and out. If all goes well, tomorrow I will be calling the Monday night game. There's 2, but I will do the ESPN one because that one's a little bit harder to get a hold of. Or I can do my Dynasty on college football. Hurts completes the ball over the middle. Hurts to Smith. Gain of 6. Just a short little pass there is going to be enough to move the chains. Devonta Smith again, just kind of PPR machine right now. Just not even averaging 10 yards a catch for a receiver, but the short routes are kind of killing Pittsburgh right now. 1st and 10 at the 43. I'm sorry, 1st and 10 at the. I'm just kind of getting numbers mixed up now. 1st and 10 at the 37. Hands off to Barkley. Barkley up the middle. That's a good gain. He's going to get close to 9. Man, my voice is starting to go out. I'm hanging in there, though. Just another hour of this. And then I probably won't stream tonight. I was hoping to do some of that Dynasty stuff, but 2nd and 1 at the 46. They need to get to the 47. Hands off to Barkley. Barkley bouncing it outside, and he's going to get the first and a little bit more. Crosses midfield, tackled at the 49. Okay, so they moved it back to the 50, so it's at midfield. Eagles outgaining the Steelers 2-1. Hurts with the quarterback draw. He's up the middle, 40, 35, 30. Tackled, brought down at the 27. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Kazi with the missed tackle in the open field. That's a killer. First and 10 at the 27. 2:43 and counting. Tom Brady revealing a secret about the Steelers' defense. Tempo was always good. Hurts throws it to Barkley. It's a low throw. Okay, I'm listening in here. So pretty much it forced the Steelers to get in their positions immediately, and it limits communication. So, okay, that's pretty much all it takes is just to kind of run a fast-paced offense. And that's exactly what the Eagles are doing right now, and it seems to be working. Oh, it's not good. Eagles clock is continuing to run as we enter the towards the end of the third quarter here. And I didn't really expect much, but it would have been nice to pull the upset off. All right, first and 10 at the 16. Eagles are just cruising right now. Barkley tried to spin, but he spun into Cameron Hayward, who just hugs him down to the ground. Gain of 1. Barkley, what, 14? Is that going to update? 14 carries, 57 yards. I don't know if that's it or 1350 for 56. Okay, no, it already updated. So the numbers aren't too crazy, but I mean, 4.3 a carry is going to do it. Second and 9, ball at the 15. They need to get to the 6. Hurts back to pass, looking to his left. Now he's looking to his right. He's facing heavy pressure. He evades a sack. Now he's looking towards the end zone. He throws out of bounds, incomplete. Great play, though, to get away from the pressure, and it's going to stop the clock. The Bills have scored again and are just taking it to the Detroit Lions, 35-14. You just had a feeling. I don't remember if I picked the Lions, and I probably did. Like an idiot, though I kind of knew the Bills were going to win because the Bills, I don't know, the Lions, again, were playing kind of close. So Lane Johnson exits the game now. He's a little shaken up. Now that cheater's gone. That's good. Maybe we can actually get some pressure here. We have a Buccaneers touchdown. Pending the extra point, I imagine. Buccaneers currently lead 29-17 over the Chargers. Chargers will fall to the 7th seed if the scores hold. Or no, pardon me. Broncos are down by 3. So yeah, Buccaneers are up 30-17. I believe the Broncos were the 7th seed, so I do apologize for that error there. 3rd and 9. Hurts back to pass, looking to his left. Check down to Gainwell. Gainwell just runs straight up the middle. First down. Up near the 1 yard line. I'd love to see the Steelers do that. If that was Deontay Johnson, this guy loses probably 2 yards. But literally, as soon as he caught the ball, just plants his foot and heads up in between 2 Steelers tacklers. That is literally what you need to do. Stop with the east-west crap. Gainwell showing his intelligence right there. That was huge. Pardon me. I'm just tired. Well, it's the end of the third quarter, and the Eagles looking like they're going to score some more. 20-13 over Pittsburgh. All because of a Najee Harris fumble. Unfortunate. I love Najee. That was just unfortunate timing. Can't really do that in that spot. Jeez. A one-sided affair today. But kind of had a feeling that would happen again with all the history behind it. So I'm going to check my phone here for some more scores, or at least some just little info from Steelers Twitter, or just my fantasy teams that are getting wrecked right now. So it's not over, but it looks like it's over. I need some of these bonuses to hit. Devonta Smith, Anthony Richardson is just, what the heck. It's like both our quarterbacks were trash, but didn't really matter. Just tuning in, I do apologize. We are on a commercial break. My voice is dying. Man, can't believe I'm going to lose. The Eagles score. Hopefully it's Devonta Smith. Hopefully he gets the bonus. I mean, I don't want them to score. Would trade my fantasy wins for Steelers wins, but it looks like we're going to lose today, which I kind of had a feeling on. That's why I picked against them. And the pick 'em. End of the third quarter for the Denver and Indianapolis game, 13-10. Colts lead. I will be right back. I'm getting cold. Maybe it's the Kenny Pickett jersey. All right, first and goal for the Eagles. We are back. They're at the 2, and looks like they're doing some tush pushing. Ertz is trying to get there. He's not going to get there immediately. I mean, they're clearly moving early. I mean, that's kind of why it's working now. I'd love for them to show the replay and just... I mean, it's clearly a touchdown. Yeah, ever since that slow-mo thing kind of showed where everyone leaves except for the center. Freaking dumb. Hopefully that's freaking banned, because that's the stupidest thing in the world. So touchdown Eagles, and now it's 26-13. Oh yeah, everyone's moving before he even gets the ball. Yeah, you can see it on that freaking angle. Let's check Steelers Twitter. Be nice if it were called. All right, well, it is what it is. We're down 13-27. Kind of had a feeling this would happen. It is what it is. Now I'm hot. Now I'm freaking... Oh, it's cold. Now I'm warm in like 2 seconds. Oh, well. Man. Here. 23-10. Right. So we've somehow sped up. That's probably the fourth flag. And what is going on with my internet? It's so bad right now. Back out. It's back. Apologize. Just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Well, let's switch over to the Steelers, who are currently down in yards and everything. Oh, I just heard Tony Romo's voice for a little bit, and it kind of made me mad. So the Lions have scored. They're now down only by 2 scores. Wonder who scored that. Oh, my luck, it was. Actually, I don't think I'm playing against anyone that's a Lion. It is what it is. Yes, sir. Playing a guy that left in Pickens. That's tough. All right, back here in Philadelphia. They are coming back from commercial break. Looking at that good old Fox robot guy. 20 for 25, 212 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 through the air, 1 on the ground. Devonta Smith again, PPR guy right now, 9 catches, 70 yards. So Pittsburgh's going to need 2 scores to try to steal one. Broncos have taken the lead over Indy. Indy needs a win really, really bad. So here comes the Steelers offense. Again, they've just briefly looking at this right now. I mean, it's been, look at that. So, why is Dean Blandino just standing there? That is the most awkward thing I've ever seen. He's just standing in the background. That might be a meme later. I don't know. All right. They're emptying it out. Russell Wilson in the gun. 4 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Russell looking to Calvin Austin. Completion for 10. "14 minutes and counting. If you're just tuning in, Philadelphia 27, Pittsburgh 13. Pittsburgh haven't won here since 1965, and looks like that's going to continue on probably for another 8 years, at least. Little quick out to Calvin Austin. Took a really hard shot. Gets 6. Gonna bring up 2nd and 4. Russ trying to lead this team back here. Cordell Patterson's in the game. Najee, I don't think, has been in. 2nd and 4 at the 46. Hands it off to Patterson, who's going to fight forward for about 5 and get the first down. So Steelers have 2 takeaways, only got 3 points off them, whereas the Eagles have 1, and they got 7. So the killer. Pittsburgh offense just getting shut down today. 27-13, they're down by 14, 12:33 and counting. They are, however, in Philadelphia territory, so they score quickly and get a stop. Anything can happen. And it's off to Cordell, who's at the 45, breaks some tackles, runs out of bounds at about the 43. Nice little run there, a gain of 6. So we have a flag on the play. Probably a hold. So we have a tripping penalty on Zach Frazier, the center. So that backs him up 15. All right, 1st and 25, ball at the 40, their own territory. Scotty Miller in motion. Russell is in the gun. Cordell Patterson still in the game. Russell looking. It's batted at the line once again. Incomplete. They're just getting their hands up, and it's just killer. Interesting call there on the tripping. They're showing the replay there. Only, I mean, I don't know what you can really do about that. So 2nd and 25. Ball at the 40. Oh, it's 2nd and 21. Pardon me. I didn't realize it wasn't 15. Russell back throwing it a little flare to Cordero, but he's just met by a bunch of Eagles. And they're not going to get much. He's only getting 1. So it's actually fortunate. I know, I'm sorry, he lost 1. So it's pretty fortunate that they only lost 1 there. And we're showing a little highlight here. Jared Goff, 66 yards to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So the Bills still lead by 14. So both of the game of the weeks, 2-score games. 3rd and 22. 3rd and a long way to go. Russell back to pass. Throws it. It's caught by Mike Williams, but he will be short of the first down, tackled at about the 48-yard line. So are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt it and play field position? Looks like they are going to punt it. So you got to hope that they can get off the field quickly. Just got a bad feeling about this, though, because, again, the Eagles' offense has shown that they can move the ball with efficiency and take a lot of time off the clock. 4th and 7. They are punting. It's at the 47. Ball lands at the 10. Nice bounce. Gonna land at the 6. And another penalty. Pardon me. Throat is dying now. I'm on my last legs. I can call games just today. It's just been rough, apparently. Oh. Jalen Carter just freaking almost punched a guy. Kind of did that to, I don't know who that was. Connor Hayward? So the Steelers are actually going to keep the drive alive due to the penalty, but we are apparently heading to commercial break. 27-13, Philadelphia over Pittsburgh. I actually will once again be right back. I gotta do something. back. So my high quality gameplay there, just nothing. Not really doing much today. Just calling a game, throat going out. Apparently, yeah, James Conner today in fantasy he did really well. So it looks like I will be winning in the BB League. And then, of course, I have the bye. And maybe not out in the KFFL League. I still will need some help. Maybe another Lad McConkey touchdown. You know, that would be nice. And then Devonta Smith, you know, could help me out. But, again, we're traded fantasy win for a Steelers win. Anthony Richardson, though. Time to pad stats and throw a touchdown right now, okay? But you're not even on the field, so. All right, we're back here. Oh, wait, no. So I thought the Steelers were going to get the ball. They said automatic first down. I feel like that's so bad. All right, well, anyway, thought we were going to get something there, but apparently not. So Eagles will get the ball at their own 3, but I've seen the Steelers allow 99-yard touchdowns before, so. All right, let's get back to the action, or at least show Eagles. Trying to draw them off sides, and we have a penalty marker on the field. So now it's 3rd and 11, or 1st and 11 and a half. Ones are wild. Sirianni trying to talk to the guy, but Hurts back to pass. Steelers bringing the pressure. Porter as all over Brown, so that ball will fall incomplete, out of bounds. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Eagles. Steelers need a quick 3 and out. And if the Eagles get first downs, please let it be to Devonta Smith. 2nd and 11 coming up. They need to get to the 13 to keep the drive going. Hopefully they do not. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's going to get across the 5 to about the 7. So a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6. Yeah, I think my voice is pretty much done. Cooked. Because now I'm just talking loud. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Eagles. Barkley in motion. Hurts in the gun. Empty. Looking to his left. It's thrown. It's caught by A.J. Brown. He's at the 20, 25, rumbling and tumbling down at the 27, and he kind of flicked it at Peyton Wilson, but how's that not a flag? Well, it's because the Steelers. Everyone hates the Steelers. So 1st and 10, ball at the 28. Already approaching 9 minutes. Steelers really needed that play, or needed to get off the field there. Hands it to Barkley, who's met by Keanu Benton. Dean Lowry loses his helmet. Oh, that's So Barkley with a gain of 4. Barkley kind of tamed game for him. 65 yards on 15 carries. Only 1 catch for 5. So that's just a killer. Fantasy playoffs, you're not getting much out of Barkley. That's brutal. The Buccaneers have scored yet again. They now lead 37-17. I'll be able to read that comment shortly. Hurts shuffles it to Barkley. Barkley making some video game moves, going to get about 3. Triskaideka, it's been fun, but I'm leaving the internet area. I knew the Eagles would win, but my guess was 31-16, but will most likely be 31-13 or 31-19 because Tomlin will go for 2 if they score and miss. Yeah, it was a tough one. I don't. It is what it is. But yeah, thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. So I hope you have a good one. Be safe out there in the non-internet area. I'll see you around. See you next week. 3rd and 2 for the Eagles. Hands it off to Barkley, and he gets the first down. And some more, making a juke move and moving forward. And Barkley's slow to get up. 34-13. I kind of feeling that's what you meant. All the 31. I'm like, that's kind of impossible to get with 27. So yeah, it is. I think that's the same score they had last time they played too, with Kenny Pickett in Philly. So Barkley, 72 yards rushing. Is what it is. We have a touchdown for New England. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Cardinals up 30-16. All right, Eagles 1st and 10 at the 43. In the pistol. Barkley just falls down like, I don't know. He's just sliding on the ground there. Oh well. Kind of annoyed. So New England actually had an extra point there. I don't know how 5 seconds ticked off in the extra point, but it did. Cardinals 30, Patriots 17. Not really a big game. Eagles 2nd and 14, already at 6:21. I just needed to get off the field there at the beginning. Hurts with all day. Throws it. It's caught by Devonta Smith. He's at the 40. Tackled at the 38. So there's some stats for Devonta Smith. Yay. So happy. Yep, it is a tough oof over here. Sorry, Cat, as the Steelers will most likely fall to 10 and 4. I believe that's 10 and 4. While the Eagles will move on to 12 and 2. Devonta Smith 10 catches, 97 yards. Just need 3 more yards for Devonta Smith. That'd be nice. At this point, Steelers are going to lose, so just get me my points. As Barkley not able to move much there. I didn't see how much yards he got. Yeah, he lost 3. So Saquon had 76 yards earlier. Now he's down to 65. Pardon me. Voice is disappearing. Not really the stream that I was expecting, but it is what it is. 2nd and 13, ball at the 42. They need to get to the 29. Hurts back to pass, throws. It is tipped, incomplete. It was tipped at the line. A.J. Brown was in the area, but and now I have T.J. Watt down. Oh no, it's a non-contact. Non-contact injury. Meanwhile, we have a touchdown for Detroit. Detroit is now down, pending extra point. It is good, 28-38. T.J. Watt going down. That is a killer. That is a killer. So again, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I had a feeling I knew a few of you guys, but I don't know the other person. So thank you, random person. If you're not following, don't hesitate to follow. It'd be nice. And I apologize, my voice is going out. But we're hanging in there until the end of this one, and then I will not be streaming. I wanted to stream. I really wanted to get some of this Dynasty done, but my voice is dying, so the entertainment value would be very low.
Emotional damage.
Moving on. I actually don't think I can hear that. Emotional damage. I have the one that's connected to the Xbox. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So when I'm yeah, I know, right? Emotional damage, yeah, tough. But again, this is only for whenever I connect it to the Xbox. It's only going to be for the football games. So yeah, I couldn't stream it on the computer because then I wouldn't. I guess I could, but then it would be a whole thing. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know what I'd be showing on the screen. So we do have a final. Arizona Cardinals have defeated the New England Patriots 30-17. Not really a shock there. Patriots, just kind of a rebuilding mode, I guess, continuing to rebuild, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really miss them being elite, but it is kind of weird seeing them not be good, as they've been good my entire life, except for the past few years. So it is what it is. I'm not crying or anything. Looks like Devonta Smith's going to be stuck at 10 catches, 97 yards. That's kind of a bummer, but oh well. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. I'm going to take a Steelers loss and a fantasy loss, unless Bijan Robinson can just rush for 200 yards tomorrow and multiple touchdowns, or maybe just be a PPR monster and get like 10 catches for 70 yards or something, and then 100 yards rushing, or 100 yards rushing and passing or receiving. That'd be pretty cool. So 3rd and 13. I really hope he's targeting number 6 here, and he just needs 3 yards. That's all he needs. So Hurts in the gun, 4:46 to go, 42-yard line. They need to get to the 29. Smith is in the slot. He does. Let's go. We're gonna get the bonus. Oh, he's short of the first down, but you have to imagine they're gonna push it. I wanted him just to get 3, not like 10. Okay, well, they were trying to bait him, but they did not get him. So 4-1 to go. The Eagles taking a timeout, and 4th and 1 is just pretty much over at this point. 4 minutes to go. Devonta Smith did get the bonus, so that's cool, I guess. I'm still projected to lose. Be nice if we can get Anthony Richardson to score again, or Ladd McConkey to get some more yards, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I am going to need Bijan Robinson to outscore Josh Jacobs and Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson didn't really do too well against the Bears last time out. Only had 4 points, 4.7 points, but that was in Chicago. A little more difficult to play in Chicago. Josh Jacobs has been on a tear as of late. You're hoping that tear can stop, but we'll see. So, yeah, I'm sorry you're a Steeler fan tuning in. We're taking the L today. We are in commercial break, and it's It's kind of a sad ending, but you know we're trying to get ready for Baltimore last week. Baltimore, big win today against the Giants. Well, I say big as in the margin, not really the quality of opponent, because no one really cares. So, Bills extra point, it's good. 45-28 over the Lions. Bills are just sending a statement. They are not going away easily. So they will, I mean, with 3 games to go, I think they'll have, what, a 2-game lead over Pittsburgh. They'll be 12 and 3? No, 11 and 3. I think they're also 10 and 3. I can actually look that up right now. I should just click on this. I think they're 10 and 3. So they're going to move to 11 and 3. I mean, it's still doable, but you know, it's just really needed to pull the upset off here today. It's just not happening. So it looks like they are returning to the field. So 4th and 1. They're still kind of dilly-dallying around. 4th and 1. You have to imagine they're going to do that stupid tush push where they go and false start, but no one calls it. All right. 4th and 1. And here it is. Steelers initially didn't get it, but just stupid. I really hope it's outlawed. I mean, it's just dumb. No one can push anyone at the initial line of scrimmage, I guess, or whatnot. I don't know. I can think of something. Like, you cannot push a runner within a second of the snap, or make it 2 seconds of the snap. Or maybe 3, I don't know. In general. Anyway, 1st and 10 here, handing off to Barkley. Cuts inside, gonna dive forward for about 2 yards. And there is another flag. Barkley is just not. He's been injured the whole game. He's limping there. So another penalty, and it's gonna be a holding on the Eagles. At the end of my voice here. I don't know what happened. Buccaneers score again, 40-17 over the Chargers. Just a brutal game for the Chargers, but depending on what happens with Denver and Indianapolis, they probably won't be hurting too much. They'll still, if Indy loses, they'll still be 2 games ahead of the other teams in the wild card. But if the Colts win, then it's a problem, as Barkley down the right side is not going to get back. He might get back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not too sure. And they're going to show the playoff picture here. The Texans win today, unfortunately. Steelers probably going to drop to 10 and 4. Bills going 11 and 3. Chiefs to 13 and 1, number 1 seed. Pretty much all but locked up. 2 games advantage with 2 to go. Bills have the tiebreaker. Ravens 9 and 5. Chargers they're down 8-6. Or they're going to go to 8 and 6. Broncos have come back from 13-7 down to take the lead, so they are actually going to move into the 6th spot. Interesting. So the Steelers, as of now, would be playing the Broncos. I have some friends that are Broncos fans, so that would be pretty cool to see. I have all the confidence in the world, by the way. I'm not trying to talk smack to any of the Baltimore fans or Denver fans or Los Angeles, San Diego fans. But I have all the confidence in the world that we would win that game if we hosted any one of those teams. Even the teams coming in, Colts, we would probably beat. I mean, I understand we lost to them. We would beat the Dolphins, I believe, in a cold weather game for sure. And then the Bengals would be kind of an iffy one. That'd probably be the one where I'm like, I don't know. I understand we won, but it's still the Bengals. Jalen Hurts, 2nd and 20. It's batted, at the line, but it still makes it A.J. Brown. It's just been that type of day for the Steelers. And A.J. Brown fumbles the ball. The ref kind of blew it dead. What in the world? So A.J. Brown was staying in bounds, then he fumbles it, but the ref blew it dead like an idiot. So Devontae Smith recovers it anyway, I guess. So we have a lot of language there. Holy crap. Let me look at this. So I don't know if he was down or not. That's that hip drop, but again, how is she supposed to tackle? So, ooh, the ball was coming loose as he was stepping out of bounds. You'd have to time that. Let's. And it's so simultaneous. Simultaneous. I can't say it. It's at the same time. The 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 ball coming out and stepping out. So that's a tough one. So see here. Let's look at this left foot. Again, that's so close. But I mean, I guess they're ruling that Philadelphia recovered despite Steelers guy having the ball. A.J. Brown cracks 100 yards. Fox is ruling 8 catches, 112 yards. NFL.com, 8 catches, 11 yards. So he had a good day, and I could attest to that. I got to see it in person, and he wrecked us, honestly. So Broncos touchdown. So yeah, Broncos will move to 9-5. Man. 9-5, so they're gonna have a 3-game advantage over Colts, Bengals, and Dolphins. So I guess I'd have to. I know the Bengals play the Broncos later down the road. I think in a week or two. So that game will be important, or it might not be. I mean, if the Broncos win the next one, I don't know again if that's next week or not. But if they win the next one, then that would eliminate the Bengals as far as, well, I mean, it would lock up their spot pretty much, the Broncos. So 3-1, 3:04 left in the fourth quarter. We're just kind of chilling. We're trying to make it all the way through. Don't want to cut it off in the middle of the game. I'd look like a rage quitter. So they are doing the tush push again. Oh, I love seeing this. It's my favorite play in the world. And, oh, they got it. Wow. Oh, man, so cool. Literally a disadvantage for the defense. Touchdown, Lions. Lions will probably trail by 10 at the end. Lions, they are going to be 12-2. The Eagles are going to be 12-2. Well, I mean, yeah, the Lions are down by 10, so they could still, in theory, win. Eagles move to 12-2. Seahawks 8-5. The Buccaneers looking like they're going to win, so they'll move to 8-6. And they'll have a game and a half advantage in their division. The Vikings somehow, despite being 11-2, are a wild card. Packers 9-4 wild card. Commies 9-5. So I mean, the NFC playoff picture, very spicy, very good. AFC playoff picture is pretty much all but decided, all but official. Pardon me. So, 27-13. Let me go ahead and all my stuff is good. It's still good. Jalen Hurts handing the ball off to Gainwell. Gainwell, he might have gotten a yard, but I think they're going to rule it back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Like I said, we needed to get them off the field. They got the ball at their own, like, 9, or no, not 9, but at the 3. And they're just milking the clock. I mean, this is pretty much a, yeah, Philadelphia's just a more physical team. So, 2nd and 9 for Philly. Pittsburgh took their last time out there. Philadelphia with 98 yards on this drive, and yet they're only at the 17. 2nd and 9 at the 17 for Philly, handing it off to Gainwell. And they're up near the first down. Like, okay, so actually they're going to mark him down 2 yards short, but get a first down, it's pretty much over. Third and 2, they might push, tush push. So, yeah, this is just an unfortunate game for Pittsburgh, but third and 2, 2:16 and counting. Play clock down to 3. Hurts hands it off to Gainwell. And that's a first down, and that's it. Two-minute warning, Eagles 27, Steelers 13. And yeah, I sense it's over too, guys. It's unfortunate. Oh well. Hoping that the Steelers could pull off the upset, but again, they will keep that long losing streak intact in Philadelphia. Hopefully next time I'll be able to stream it on YouTube. That's the goal. It's the goal to be on YouTube for a little better experience. Check and see what's going on here. Tampa Bay scored and they have the ball again. They just have yet to kick off. End of the fourth quarter, so the game just ended. Donkey just, my gosh, not much. So that's over. Checking over here, see if Anthony Richardson can get me a garbage time touchdown. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here. Richardson with 2 picks. Just shredding, man. It is official. It's final in. I just don't know where that game is taking place. It's final in Los Angeles. Tampa Bay 40. Los Angeles Chargers 17. That's crazy. And hoping we can get a garbage time touchdown from Richardson just for my fantasy. It's not really a Steelers thing. I don't care. I mean, we're losing now. I don't care. Have him throw a garbage time touchdown to Devonta Smith at this point. It doesn't matter to me. A loss is a loss. It's pretty much all but over here. Just a few knees and it's over. So Hurts is on the field. They're actually not going to put Kenny Pickett in the game. So unfortunate. So man. I can't believe it. I mean, looked like we were going to do something, then the Najee Harris fumble happened. It pretty much was just the end of the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't really have much else to offer here. So I guess I want to see a little bit of the end to see if Kenny Pickett goes on the field. If they say anything to Kenny, probably not. They'll just cut it away, if I had to guess. Looking here at Colts, Denver. 3rd and goal. So yep, Russ never got a chance to play in pretty much the 4th quarter, in the second half in general. That was just embarrassing. Final score: Philadelphia 27, Pittsburgh 13. I just want to look. Is there a time of possession thing? So pretty much 2-1. Look at that. 39, almost 40 minutes to 20 minutes. Go Kenny Pickett. No Kenny, huh? Fair enough. All right, well, I'm just going to be looking at this to see if Anthony Richardson can score something here. 4th and 6 coming up, actually. Perfect timing. And it's 2-minute warning. So I'm going to keep it here. I'm actually going to switch over to Detroit and Buffalo. See if there's anything going on there. So Buffalo, 2nd and goal at the, I don't know where. But they are about to enter 3 minutes. Looks like Buffalo will officially, barring anything crazy. So 2nd and goal at the 10. They're up 45-35. Man in motion. Hands off. No, it's a play action pass. And it's, pardon me, incomplete. I am just done for over here. Burping and everything like that. So that's huge. That's huge for Detroit there. Buffalo, if they score a touchdown, it's pretty much over. Detroit trying to over 1,000 combined total yards today for both. For these teams, that's actually very impressive. 3rd and goal, ball at the 10, 2:55 to go. I'm not calling the Colts Broncos game. I do apologize. I should probably put that on the screen. Josh Allen. Oh, a little pooch pass, touchdown. But there's a penalty. Holding on the offense. And this is kind of more of a, it's over. The Steelers have lost, so I do apologize for coming in and you expecting to see that. But I kind of just want to finish out this last wave of games. I should probably look at the window here. I can probably... So I'm going to move over back to Denver for a brief second. Want to see what's going on. I would like some fantasy insurance here to help. We are probably going to lose, but if we get a touchdown, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Help us out. Help Bijan tomorrow. Lighten the load for Bijan Robinson. So 4th and 6, ball at the 20. Indianapolis needs 6 yards. They need to get to the 14. Anthony Richardson kind of changing the play already at the line. Looks like Buffalo is going to get stopped, and there is a timeout. Denver. So Denver takes a timeout. Sean Payton looks ticked. So we have a 4th and goal situation for Buffalo. But they knocked back quite a bit. So they are going to have to kick the field goal. So the game is still technically in reach for the Detroit Lions. They were able to prevent Buffalo from scoring a touchdown. Kick is up. It's good. So Patrick Surtain, don't really know how to pronounce that. People pronounce it differently. Buffalo knocks in the field goal, 48-35, 2:03 to go in that one. This is the ball game. It's pretty much over already, but this is for garbage time fantasy football. Richardson throws it. It's way out of bounds. Richardson just cannot connect. Doesn't really have much accuracy. It falls incomplete. Well, apparently the Broncos didn't even have 200 yards of offense. Let's look at this. So, yeah, pretty much the anti-Steelers, the Broncos. Well, I like the Steelers. Were getting outgained in every pretty much facet of the game except for the scoreboard. Steelers were getting outgained on the scoreboard as well. So that's the major difference. So Denver's going to move to 9-5. Indianapolis falls to 6-8. That is tough. I would say they're the AFC's pretty much already decided. Gets a little bit interesting with the loss here. The Chargers losing. So Denver already at 9 wins, Baltimore at 9 wins, Indy 6. I mean, the best those three teams can do is 9 wins. So, if they lose one more game and the Chargers win one more game, it's pretty much set. So with the Indianapolis Colts lost today and the Miami Dolphins, the Steelers have clinched a spot. So it's not the worst thing in the world. So there will be another game of football for Pittsburgh. So that's one nice thing. As I cut to Detroit. 2-minute warning, 48-35. Yeah. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Pittsburgh knocking up a playoff spot despite the loss. The other two games that impacted that decision went the Steelers' way. Not necessarily my way, but I wanted the Dolphins to win, really. I like the Dolphins. I like how they play. Look at that. Look at this game. Look at that game. The Steelers, I don't know if they could do that. Well, they've done it before. Buffalo shredding him on the ground, almost 200 yards for Josh Allen, 69 rushing yards. James Cook, 105 rushing yards. Wow. What a game to watch. This would have been a fun game to stream had the Steelers not been playing. This probably would have been the game. But alas, it was not. Crazy. Pickensburg scoring 102 points over the CPU. Eagles CPU. Yeah, look at this. So, let me go ahead and. So the Colts will fall to 6-8, and their playoff hopes take a major hit. They had a chance to go up 20-7 on a 40-yard Jonathan Taylor rushing touchdown, but he let go just before the goal line. So Denver took over, and just pretty much from that point on, it was just Denver's game. So Jonathan Taylor is an idiot. So you can defend if you're a Colts fan and you want to defend that. Go ahead. You're probably going home because of that freaking play. Could have been 7-7, and you would have been a game back from the Broncos, and you would have had the tiebreaker over them. But now it's pretty much over. So too much of in today's world, too much of a player. People side with the players a little too much. All right, so Jared Goff trying to make something happen here. They're down 48-35, 2-10, 2nd and 10. Pardon me. I guess I can give you an update, or I don't know. I don't think I can. I'll just go ahead and keep that on the screen right there. So Buffalo 48, Detroit 35, 3rd and 5. Jared Goff looking. He just kind of spiked that in the dirt. He was facing heavy pressure. So it's already 4th and 5. Commentators for this one is me, DrDLeh. DrDLeh, I should say. Denver moving to 9-5. Indianapolis falling to 6-8. Arizona moving to 7-7. They were my sneaky wild card pick and have had many opportunities to do so, but they've just lost so many games that they should have won. Tampa Bay going to 8-6. Goff caught by St. Brown, runs out of bounds, so that's going to stop the clock. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, 12 receptions, 181 yards, and a touchdown. Just a game by him. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes, 400 yards. Passing. Amazing stuff, man. It's kind of foreign to me. I haven't really seen this stuff since Ben Roethlisberger. Goff taking... He spins out of it somehow. I don't know how he got out of it. He was facing heavy pressure. He had people all around him, and he just spun around there. Kind of the slowest spin move I've ever seen. And we got the Bill guy laughing, too. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. Look at this. Number 56. Oh, that was close. 2nd and 10. Ball at... Actually, I don't remember where it is. But 1:21 left on the clock. Detroit with all 3 timeouts. Try not to use them just in case they're able to score and do something with it. So it's caught by Laporta. Laporta gonna get the first down. They're gonna have to clock it. Clock it. There he is, just doing this. And that's how you spike the clock right, or you stop the clock right there with 1:05 left to go. They're at the 48. Detroit trying to pull a magical comeback. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, I guess you never know. Yes, the Steelers-Eagles game is indeed over. Just kind of going to stream until this one's over for the afternoon round of games to end. 2nd and 10 at the 48. Goff back to pass. Checking it down to Laporta. Am I playing Laporta? I'm going to be really ticked if I'm playing Laporta. I think I am. Gosh dang it. That's pretty much over. Garbage time loves Laporta. So that's pretty much going to do it for me. I haven't updated it yet. There it is. So I'm now down. So now Bijan is going to have to outscore by 6 points. Or maybe 5. I have the tiebreaker on bench points. But, geez, stop. I need Laporta to catch it and run backwards 12 yards. Goff throwing. You could argue that was a fumble, but... And I apologize for just tuning in. I am exhausted. I am defeated after that Steelers game. Had the Steelers lose it anyway, they weren't going to win, but would have been nice to pull the upset. But I'm just kind of doing a play-by-play for the Bills-Detroit Lions game as it rolls to a finish, and then I am done. So Bills 48, Lions 35, 44 seconds to go, 3rd and 10. Goff in the shotgun at the 37. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Goff looking, sets his feet, fires into the dirt, incomplete. Looking for that freaking Laporta, who I'm playing in fantasy, who just got the freaking 100-yard bonus. F that guy. It's 4th and 10. 4th and 10. My voice is gone. I apologize. I had the commentator voice earlier, and it's on empty. Been using this voice a lot lately at the radio station and just commentating in general for my other streams. But we have a timeout because we just got to take a timeout. Oh, 4th and 10. We got to see how they line up, and then they're going to change it whenever they come back out of the timeout. It's so stupid. Hate that. So yeah, Steelers lose. Not really surprising. My bad. I'm on Xbox. Love the Steelers. So yes, sir. Steelers taking the L today, but they do clinch the playoffs. Um, that's what we teams. There we go. Playoffs. Let's look at the playoff picture here for both teams, both conferences. So, um, I guess. Oh, that's clinched. Okay, so look at that. So the division winners, all or division leaders, all clinched. Golf back to pass, fires to Gibbs. It was like a little hook and ladder. The slant route, I believe, to Amon-Ra, and then he pitches it back to Gibbs, who runs up near the first down. That was actually very clever, very good, very nice. So in the hunt, looking at this, yeah, you got this pretty much. I would say Broncos and Ravens are pretty much a lock. Chargers, you never know what could happen. They're likely to get in. Goff back to pass. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by Amon-Ra. They're not going to get in, so they got to hurry. They got to hurry, and that's going to force a timeout. Oh, man, I actually would have still rushed the line there. Yeah, I guess you're right, because, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. They would have ran a play in. So, anywho, Ravens, Broncos, to me, pretty much clinch. They're all but clinched. These guys, if they lose one more game, they're pretty much done. Chargers, 8-7, or 8-6. Pardon me. They hanging on pretty well, I would say. I mean, they're showing it over here. NFC is where it gets a little interesting. A lot of teams still alive. I could easily see. I mean, the wild cards. Actually, I don't know. It's unfortunate that the Rams are on the outside looking in, but maybe after that performance against the Niners, maybe not. But I don't know. I could see the Commanders falling apart. It's possible. Same with the Packers. Um, I would say the Seahawks are probably the weakest team as we have a throw to the end zone. Out. Stretched hands of Amon-Ra. It's incomplete. Yeah, I could see the Seahawks dropping out to one of these guys. I would say the Niners are pretty much done. They needed the division. Yeah, they needed that game against the Rams, which is a shame. I mean, I like these teams, Rams, Cardinals, Niners, more than I like the Seahawks. Like, just as far as, like, better, who's better. Goff throwing a fade route to, I don't even know who that was, but it's incomplete. Patrick looking for the flag, not getting it. He is ticked. Holy crap. And these guys are eliminated. Again, the AFC, I thought, was loaded this year, but we're seeing a lot of loaded on the bottom. Again, like, the ones that are still in the bubble are pretty much done, I would say. Or almost done. Saints probably about to be eliminated. Saints are eliminated, actually. What the heck? So they're done. Saints are eliminated. Oh, wait, they're not eliminated because of the division. My bad. They're about to be. Goff stepping up, throws, touchdown. Jamison Williams. So making this a close game, but it's pretty much over. I apologize. My voice is not the commentator play by play that I would expect to hear, but I'm all talked out. Rough. Well, just talking a lot this week, I guess. So. Yeah, but yeah, that's the playoff. So these guys have clinched. So if you're a fan of these six teams, then you get to be a little bit happy despite the Steelers getting wrecked today. Not what you want to see, and kind of a little concerning. I thought we were good, but last few weeks we've been kind of showing me a little bit of 2020 Steelers. A little bit. It's a little scary. I don't really want to open up that discussion, but haven't really been the same. I understand we put up 44 against Cincy, but it's still, like, take that one out. Eh. We'll see. I still think, and I mentioned it earlier. I think we can. I know we can beat them. We've done it before. We beat them. We beat them. We can beat these guys. Okay, we can beat those guys. We've beaten them, but I would say I'm probably scared of them the most, to be honest with you, to get in. Most likely not getting in, so it's good. But yeah, I like our chances against these three teams. Colts, I think we beat them in a rematch. I mean, Russ would be our quarterback. Dolphins couldn't play in cold weather, so I think if we can win the division, and even if we're the 5, I think we would beat Houston, but or Baltimore. So I would say as long as we're the division winner or the 5, I think we're good. Or 6. I mean, we can honestly, yeah, as long as we're not the 7, we're pretty much good. So here's the onside kick, and there's a scrum. Lions players are signaling that they got it. This would be a crazy. So there's a scrum. Everyone's pretty much on. No one is. Lions players are signaling that they got it. Now the Bills are signaling that they have it, but the Lions fans players are adamant that they got it. Bills got it. And it's over. Well, that's going to probably do it for me. I am done. And Bills and Lions are kind of being scrappy right now. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. You know, wanted to be on YouTube, but things didn't work out. But hey, hopefully this all worked out over here. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. Looking at this scrum. Man, that ball was on down there forever, honestly. But all right, yeah, I will catch y'all later. Thank you guys for watching this stream. Hopefully, I can do it on YouTube next time. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.